Okay, as you can probably tell, welcome to a brand new series. This is Vault Hunters Plus 1.18, but as you can see from our little hotbar, we've got one very specific book, and that is Materials in You, which is the introduction for Tinker's Construct. So first off, I'm going to give a brief rendition of what Vault Hunters is, and then what Vault Hunters Plus is, and then the challenge for this. Essentially, Vault Hunters is a mod pack where you delve into procedurally generated dungeons and fight off a ton of mobs in order to gain access to all 25 of these different kinds of artifacts, which you will combine at the end in order to run the final vault. And this is going to be a long-running series because there's a lot of stuff to get through. What Vault Hunters Plus is essentially a version of this mod pack that is not just about the Vault Hunters itself, but also about adding other things, because I really enjoy certain things. I just decided to add a bunch of them. So now we've got Tinkers, we've got, as you can see from our hearts, we have an additional heart for some reason, and that's because we have the mod scaling health, as well as a bunch of other things, such as everlasting abilities, which will give us, at the very beginning at least, we'll get one passive ability, and over time, when we defeat more mobs, we'll get more and more passive abilities. This is a very interesting biome that we started in, and I'm very happy with it. It looks like we're on a relatively small island, so what I'm going to be doing actually is we're just going to set up over here, maybe on the slime island up there, but there is a little bit of a portal here. Ring of Experience. Ooh, a golden hoe and a wooden shovel. Actually, let me get through the principle of this entire challenge, and that is we are only allowed to use Tinker's Construct, tools, weapons, and armor. It does seem as though we got to get started on the Tinker's stuff, so what we'll do is first, I guess I should open up the quest book. There's an introduction for Welcome to Vault Hunters, Minecraft experience into progression-based action RPG, quest line, 5 different difficulties. There's normal, casual, hardcore, and what we're gonna do is we are going to stay on normal for now. That's where we're gonna be at for now. We got some vault steaks for food, which is good. We'll chuck those in our offhand. But what we need to get started with, though, is first we gotta check. Okay, we need chromatic iron. First, we need some tools. So let's get ourselves some patterns, part builder, and some other stuff. So what we'll need first is we'll need some sticks and patterns. Then we get ourselves a part builder. We'll also need a crafting table. That's a crafting slab. Is it this? There it is. Crafting station. So we go crafting station, part builder, chuck those in there, chuck that in there. We're gonna need to make a wooden pickaxe. So we need a dark oak, that tool handle, and then from there we need the... well, what is it? This? Yep, Tinker Station. And from there, we can actually craft ourselves the tool. So now we have a dark oak wood pickaxe, and what we'll be able to do with this pickaxe is vein mine, get that taken care of. This guy's broken now. We're not gonna actually, what we can do, because this is Tinker's, we don't need to worry about when our tools break, because what we can do is we can take the pickaxe head, and what we can do is we put that in there, and then we take a different head, we put it on, and now we've got a better head, and that's just how it goes. So that's Tinker Station, parts chest, Tinker's chest, slime crafter guide. We've got all the tier 1 materials, which are of course stone. I'm a siege. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what we've got is living wood, living rock, wood, naga scale, prismarine steel leaf, copper will give us dwarven, so we'll mine faster the deeper we are. Living wood, paper is good, but it doesn't give us that many great things. So what we've got to do actually right now is we've got to craft ourselves up a axe and a sword, so that's a slime. So what kind of swords can we craft? We can craft a great sword, or estoc. We can make an arrow thrower, armor specific weapon. We need a slender blade. We're gonna make 2 swords. We're gonna make an estoc and a great sword. So a great blade and a slender blade, and then 3 tool handles. So I'll need, what is it for the axe? We'll just make a paxel, or actually, you know what? We will make a mattock for the other one. So we'll need a axe head, a tool handle, and a round plate. So now I need axe head, tool handle, round plate will be made out of stone, and then I need need 3 more tool handles. 1, 2, 3. And then I need a slender blade. So a great blade, a tough handle, and a slender blade. And from that, we should be able to craft up the two tool handles for the great sword, and then for this one we'll need a tough one. Okay, yeah, I guess that's cool. So we got the S-stock, we got our great blade, we got our pickaxe, and then we also got ourselves a medic. And that is how you start off with Tinker's Construct. And we're not going to be able to use any armor other than the Tinker's armor, so we better get started on Tinker's stuff before we get started on anything else. And that does include the actual Vault Hunters stuff, because this is fully Tinker's. Bauxite from Tinker's Reforge. So we've got a bunch of different actual items. So if I look up for the pickaxe head, we already have so many different items. So it's going to take us a little bit to find exactly which one we want. But first, what we need to do, actually, since it's getting towards nighttime, we don't have any string, we don't really have anything to do to keep us really alive, unfortunately. I'm just gonna gather some copper, gather some iron too. We have a good amount of stone, although what I really want to do is get through the base level of the actual Tinker's stuff, and for that, we will need sand, clay, and gravel. And so for that, we'll need to go down a little bit. So we've got some gravel down here, which we'll yoink real quick. We've got gravel, some nickel ore there too. Nickel's pretty good. Oh shoot, we can't mine that yet because we don't have iron level tools. But we've got flint. Ooh, skeletons. Okay, so skeletons don't have, skeletons don't have armor, so I'm using the great blade for them, but the great blade doesn't do a ton of damage due to us just having, you know, just a normal great blade. So it's a little unfortunate, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. We've got a bunch of copper now. Should probably just start using this chest for storage because we've got a bunch of patterns, got some extra dark oak, 2 extra. Okay, we'll just craft that into sticks and then chuck the sticks in there, chuck that in there, chuck that in there. Taro, cantaloupe, soybeans. I like the cantaloupe. I like coconut slices. We need more. We need sand. Is there sand? Let's look at the map real quick. Come on, map. Okay, it looks like there is some sand over here, and where there's sand, there's probably clay. So let's head over there. Okay, now that we're over here, let's grab ourselves a quick stack of sand, and then we need clay. And clay is probably going to be the hardest thing to find, actually, unfortunately, because clay is usually just like at the edges, if we can even find it. Maybe we'll have to actually activate our first little interesting thing. So the way that I'm actually first we got to take care of that guy. So that creeper is glowing because it has one of those potion modifiers, like the luck that we started with, which is this guy. And it had power stare, which when we crouch, it'll push mobs away. Ooh, that guy has one too. Shoot. Come on, hit him. There we go. Perfect. So zombies, the reason why I'm using the S-stock for it, the skeleton killed it, is because zombies actually have natural armor, which what we want to do is prevent them from actually being able to, you know, get the benefits of that. Also, string, really helpful, though right now it's kind of meh, so, you know, it is what it is, but what we will be able to do, now at least, is we've got an X-ray thing. And for this, clay, do I have clay in here? Clay will be dark blue. So if I toggle it on, that's a lot of clay. So we're going to turn it off real quick, and we're going to set the distance to 1. So there's some clay down there. Let's go over here. Is there any exposed clay? Because we don't have a bucket right now, and I'm a little worried. Okay. What we'll have to do then is, yeah, we need clay really bad though. Okay, it looks like we'll have to go into this cave. And what I can actually do is we can use a strat. Shoot, I left my crafting station up there. Shoot, we gotta go. Shoot. We're about to take some damage. It's fine. As I was saying, what we need to do actually is we need to craft ourselves some doors, because doors allow us to breathe under the water. So We use the S-Stock, and eventually I think this might be one of the best weapons. Silky shears. Does that mean that I can... No. Okay, interesting. This is very confusing to me. I've never done this before in this version of Tinkers. I've played a lot of Tinkers, but overall, not... most of it hasn't even been in this version, so this is something very new to me. Also, we go in here, and we have ourselves some air, and now what we can do is we can vein mine this. We'll get plenty of clay from this. Oh, it's broken. So what we can do, I can't repair it in my hand, but what I can do is if I take my Tinker Station out and I plop it in the Tinker Station, craft up the stone mattock, and it's just repaired. All it takes is a couple stone and it's fully repaired, and that's just how amazing Tinkers is. And that's why I'm doing this mod pack, because I want to showcase just what I like about the Tinkers construct mod, because it's been my favorite mod for probably ever. So clay, grab some fresh air. Also grab, I think we just chuck the gunpowder out. So 4 stacks of clay equals 1 stack of clay blocks, which is great, because then what I can do is if I get a stack and a half of clay blocks, we come back over here, craft that up, stack 42, and then I will need some more sand and everything else, but that stuff will be fine. And what we'll do is we'll grab you out. I see some iron over here, so we want to grab that real quick, of course, because iron is something that we will need. Also, why am I mining it with the the great sword? Yeah. So this is the best way to actually do this, and this progression for this mod pack is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be kind of interesting and different than the normal Vault Hunters mod pack, because we will have to be very safe when it comes to certain things due to us just not being able to utilize, you know, good armor. Like our first vault will probably be going into naked, but overall it should be quite an interesting premise, just due purely to that fact that we don't have anything. So, yo, can you quit it, please? Yeah, I think the great sword, the damage it does is good, but it's quite useless just because of the slow speed, and it doesn't do enough damage with that variant anyways. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to craft up some grout, and the reason why we craft up grout is because this is the building block of the whole mod pack pretty much for Tinkers. So what you do is we go to take you, actually we need a book, so yeah, but we'll do that later. But what we need now is we're gonna build ourselves a furnace. We chuck the grout in the furnace, and I don't even think we're gonna need a stack, because we'll need probably well, we might need 32, because we need at least 8. So now we'll wait a little bit. I'll get some more grout and everything. Give me one moment. Okay, well, I just took a little bit of time to get some more sand and gravel. This guy broke like 3 times, but now we have all of the grout that we will ever need, so I might as well just chuck that in there as well. I'm gonna make a chest just to store some stuff, because this grout is taking up way too much inventory space. So now we can just chuck the grout in there, as well as the iron, that stuff, Inferium Essence, and the mob stuff, which is fine. But in essence, this is what Tinkers is, and you take the seared bricks, which is a tier 2 harvest material, and you will take this and you will combine it into a seared heater, and then I guess we're gonna need a little bit more sand, but not an insane amount. We just got 15. We get another furnace real quick, we take that out, we chuck the sand in there because we need a little bit of glass, and from here we will craft up a couple seared faucets, and we'll start setting up this. So the seared heater goes at the bottom, and we're gonna need a little bit coal for that guy, just saving it just so that we have enough. And then what we'll also need is we will need 3 copper total, as well as yeah, we will need the glass. We will need a little bit more we'll need another seared heater, I think. What is it? Well, it's a good thing that I checked first, because we don't actually need another seared heater. We just need a seared brick, and then we need a seared melter, which we need 5 more of you for, and a couple more of you guys, because what it is going to be is it is going to be a wrong way around. Yep, I know what I'm doing. So now we get a seared ingot gauge. Put that around there. Now we have a seared melter. That guy goes right above that. That guy goes out the side. And then these 7 will get turned into a seared casting basin, which will go down at the bottom, into which we'll put seared bricks. And now in here, we will put 3 pieces of raw copper, which will get melted into here. And from there, once it is melted, it'll be 4 ingots, which will get poured into here, and all 4 ingots of the copper are in here, and that will turn that seared bricks into a smeltery controller, which from there, what we'll do is we will break these guys real quick, and then now we've got those guys taken care of. Now what we need is we're gonna need a little bit more copper. So actually I might just use these guys because we need seared drains, and seared drains, the easiest way, you need copper for it. So what we're gonna do actually is we're just gonna put this guy back down. You guys saw nothing. I'm allowed to make mistakes, you know. I just forgot that we can't go directly, because in older versions you used to be able to go directly from one to the other. But now, actually what we'll use is not the casting basin. Actually, we will, because what we'll do is we'll chuck that in there, and that will give us 4 ingots. Then we'll go 4 more, all the way up to 36. So that's 32, 36 ingots total, which means that we're gonna need a couple more coal, but that's okay because that's no big deal. But what we mainly need to do is just make sure that we're getting the copper put into here, and that we're getting it at the best rate that we can for the copper itself. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's more efficient when you go in the... You're getting 1.33 times the amount of copper if you do it this way, and that is just more efficient overall. Even though once we get the smeltery, we'll be doing 1.5ing or doubling at a certain point, and that's like the whole point of the smeltery. But for now, we're not able to do that, so we'll just be doing it this way. And so now we wait for the copper to dry. There we go. We get you. Actually, at this point, yeah, 19 seared bricks. Not quite enough to start our first smeltery, because we do actually need a couple more blocks, but that's okay. We're getting there, which is all good. This is gonna take a bit, so I'm just gonna wait until we get all the copper. Okay, so now we've got the copper. I've also got iron, which no, I did not waste any iron for this. I used 6 iron to get 9 because I got 1 extra from a zombie that I killed, which you can see from the achievement acquired hardware. I got that from just it killed a zombie and it dropped 1. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna craft up a bucket, and what we're also gonna do is craft up a fuel gauge. So the fuel gauge is gonna go right next to the smeltery controller, and then this is going to be 2 seared bricks, 2 seared bricks, 1 seared brick, and then 4 seared bricks at the bottom for a total of 9 seared bricks. You can actually do this apparently with just 4 or 3 actually. You just go 1 here, 1 to the bottom, and then 1 right here, and then actually just 2. Shoot. Because the fuel gauge will need to go on one side, and then you can put your drain on the other, but that is terribly inefficient, and you'll need to work really hard to get anything from that. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to fill this guy up with as much lava as is possible from over here, which it looks like is just 3 pieces. So let's do that real quick, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get a little interesting with this, because typically you're not gonna be able to do a whole ton, but we need to go get some sand real quick. Give me 1 second. And we don't actually need a ton of sand. We just need like 4 or 5, maybe 7. We'll get 8. And then with the sand, what we'll do is we'll make sand castings. I don't remember exactly what the thing is for that. So cast, sand cast, blank sand cast. Oh, just 1 sand for 4 sand casts. We're good then. So essentially what we'll do though is we're gonna need a little bit more grout. We will need to make first a seared casting table, which we'll put down there. We'll also put 1 right here, because then we can be doubly as efficient. So we will make 2 real quick, and then also using one of the copper blocks, we'll turn that into copper. Then we've got 2 of those guys, which will turn into 1 seared drain, because we can actually get multiple outputs from 1. I know I tricked y'all a little bit, but also I forgot that it doesn't matter. Anywho, we put the sand cast down. Then what we do is we will take we'll take the wood, we'll put it in here with the patterns, and we need a new pickaxe head, a new axe head, we will need a new slender blade, as well as a round plate. And those are the 4 things we need. We'll go one at a time though. So what you do is you put that in, then you take them out and get rid of them now. And then what you do is you take your material. We're going to use copper because copper is actually going to be the most efficient thing for this right now, because these parts are going to get destroyed after we do a thing. So we're actually going to put 3 iron, not going to put iron ingots in. We're gonna put two raw iron in and 2 of you, because what we need, and I know this seems a little interesting, it seems a little counterintuitive, but the reason why we need the copper is actually to make sure that we can make a part that's not going to be terrible. So, okay, it looks like we don't get or multiplying from this. It's just 1.3, so we'll need to add in another one of each. But actually, shoot, do we even need to do that is the real question. Anywho, iron is going to go at the bottom. It's going to go in there. Apparently we only needed 2 ingots of iron, and that actually breaks the cast. So now what we'll do is we'll put our pickaxe in here, and we will put that guy there. Then it'll turn into an iron, which will make it a little magnetic, but that's okay. And what we'll do from here is we got to get ourselves the copper, which need a spout out there, and that'll pour that there. And what we can actually do now, because this is iron level, so we can mine the block of gold, which we need. Then what we'll do is we will chuck the gold into here. Nuggets are going to take quicker. They smelt quicker, but they'll overall take longer. I forgot about that. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of you guys, which is fine. And the reason why we're doing this is because, first off, I want copper for this guy, because copper is a good modifier for dwarven, which will make us mine faster when the lower down we are. So we'll do that guy, and then we'll put iron for the other side. But another reason being is that we need to get ourselves, we get rose gold from gold, and dang it. That's not good. I forgot about that. Shoot. Rose gold's actually a really good modifier though, so we're not going to use rose gold though. But what we are going to do is get rid of the copper in here. So take you out, chuck you down, take you out, chuck you down. We'll use copper for that guy. Iron for our blade. I'll need more iron, I guess, because I forgot about that. And more copper. Shoot, because we use the copper. I forget about that. This is the issue when you're not being careful within your smeltery. You got to make sure to be careful. Obviously, Distant Demonstration definitely didn't make that mistake on accident. So now what we do is we take the copper goes in there, wait for it, and then iron goes in here. Need one more thing of iron. Do we have iron still? Shoot, yeah, we do. Okay, we have 1 ingot left of iron, and that's the copper round plate, which now, since we still have copper in the system, what I want to do is first flush out the copper that's in the system, because that copper will turn into more rose gold, which will be bad. Let me guess. Is it missing? It's missing like okay, it's just missing a tiny little smudge. But for this guy, what we'll need to do actually is we'll click you off there, click you on there. Then we have copper on the bottom. Copper will get filled into this one. Then what we'll do is we'll chuck this down there, put that back there, chuck all the wood ones down back there. Now we can actually chuck the gold in here. Iron will fill that one. 6 nuggets of iron left. It's like whatever, really. But now we've got our blade, which we'll work on into the future. We got that guy, iron estic. Of course, the one of the rods is still the other one. So what we'll do, actually, what we can do, since we've got a bunch of sand, because I don't want to gold cast everything right now, is what you do is you gold cast that guy. Oh, hey, little guy. Why are there 2 baby zombies yelling at me? Wow. Oh, hey, are you their parent? Why did you raise such naughty children? There we go. Anywho, so now we've got a gold plate cast for the round plate, which is good. But what we're going to do for these guys is we're going to sand cast them, because otherwise I just don't want to waste materials. So we'll need a tough handle, and also if it's for this guy, we've got that. It's the tool binding. So the cost is what's the cost for the tough handle? Cost is 3, and the tool binding's cost is 1. Okay, so since we've got 2 ingots of rose, what's the rose gold convergence rate? So rose gold. To make rose gold, it's alloying in here 1 ingot to 1 ingot equals 2 ingots. So if I put in 1 ingot of copper, it'll give us get another 2 ingots of rose gold, which would be perfect for everything that we need. But also, what I can do right now is I actually don't need these sand casts, because what we can do is we can put the bindings down, cover them in gold, and then they will turn into the permanent casts, which is perfect. So then from there, we take our rose gold, chuck our rose gold in here, and we will get a rose gold binding, which will go on this guy, giving it enhanced, and then we'll get a tough handle for this guy, which will give it enhanced as well, which is perfect. Then we've got 2 more casts. Of course, we'll need the basic casts again, so we'll get ourselves a pick head, an axe head, a round plate, a tool handle. We've got 4 gold left, so we'll be able to... Oh shoot, we're very low on health. I just realized that's not good. We should probably eat. You know, I keep forgetting that's a thing. Oh yeah, you can still do that, where you... It's an old thing with the rapiers from old Tinker's Construct, is you can actually, if you right click, it will take you back a step. It's like a back step thing, and it's pretty cool. So what we can do is we can use the gold for that guy. I made another round plate cast, which is great. Just smelt that guy back. Fine. And then got the molten iron that we can use to chuck into there. Wait, I keep forgetting it's like the most efficient way to make iron bars, even though we're never going to use iron bars, because what are iron bars used for? But we also need a different cast, and this is the ingot cast. So we'll get ourselves an ingot cast real quick, just so we have that guy, and that's pretty much it for the base thing of Tinkers. So now what we need to do is set ourselves a waypoint for base 1, and it seems like it's about time to chuck most of our stuff into here, go on a little bit of a mining expedition. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, chuck that in there, chuck some grout in there, have those guys just start smelting us away for free extra stuff. We're also gonna make a couple more of these guys, seared drains, and then we'll also need some more seared faucets for that. But overall, this should be perfect. So we got 1, 2, 3, we go like that. And you can also build vertically, so that's what we're going to probably do next afterwards, but this is going to take a little bit longer, so we'll just do this for now. We go like a up, and then we go another table there, another basin there, and pretty much that's all you need to do for the base of Tinker's Construct. It's pretty simple. It's not difficult or hard to understand at all. It's very, very simple, yet effective and pretty cool. And I guess the one thing that we're lacking is an ability to actually defend ourselves. So that's going to take a little bit. We're going to finally get started through the quests. So we first need chromatic iron, which is this stuff right here. So we're going to vein mine it up a little bit. We're also going to vein mine some deep slate zinc, because then we'll get a bunch of this stuff. We're going to get all of it that we can. Also, shoot. Let's attack you, jump back a little bit. I've found that with this guy specifically, it's an Estic, so what we can do is when we stab, if I need to back off quick, I can just right click and it'll take us back a little bit, give us a little stutter step back. Oh, we've also got a bunch of different kinds of ores down here, which we're gonna need to get a couple things for first. Also, I got a cough real quick. Oh my gosh, that was bad. My throat is so sore. I'm gonna get some water. Yeah, we gotta get all this chromatic iron. We can get the silver. Just get a bunch of stuff. We also ended up getting potato recovery too as a mod pack, or as a enchanted book, not a mod pack. Bruh, I don't know what's going on right now. But it also looks like we're in a little bit of a interesting deep slate cave with a bunch of pretty lights and stuff. So, oh, hello there. You are really small and really fast, and I cannot hit you, apparently. I'm just too unskilled. Anywho, we've got ourselves some golden carrots and epidote. It's interesting. Is this more epidote or some more rock chromatic iron? Okay. Yeah, it's more epidote, uranium, prosperity. One thing that I did find, though, that I found to be quite interesting that we found down here was, wait, did I leave it upstairs? I think I left it all the way up at the top. But what we can do is we can warp to the waypoint, and it is red barrel gems. So there was one red barrel thing out here, but also we've got, I think, iron in here to turn into ingots because I need it to repair our current little guy. Also, don't fall down the stairs. Bruh. Okay, so we need iron to repair our pickaxe. As you can also see, there is now a level bar for gaining experience on our thing, which will give it more upgrades and such, which we'll use in the future. What we can do actually right now is we can chuck a diamond on it, which will increase the mining tier to diamond from iron and increases the durability by quite a large amount. So what we'll do is we'll chuck that on there. I'll also chuck a diamond on you because diamonds are really good, and a diamond on the matic. But what we also want to do is we want to look and we want to click these guys in. So it's red barrel gems. How do I utilize these guys is the real question. Does it need to be a block? So molten. Okay, so it can be molten. It's 600C, so you can use whatever for it. And one gem will give us 100 millibuckets, which means that we'll need a lot more to get what we need, because essentially that's a 1/10 of a bucket. But what we really want to do with it is get some bow limbs, because red barrel gems, the range stats, the limbs are okay, but what's even better is the grip. So I think we just make an entire bow out of these guys. What are the bow limbs? So bow grip, bow limb, and then I'm assuming we can string. We'll make a bowstring. Yeah, bowstring. I need pattern cost 1, 2 string is 0.5, so I need to kill some more spiders, I guess. Are there any spiders? There's a spider this way. I'm using the mini map. If I hold this down, also shoot. Nope, we're gonna avoid you a little bit. Where's the spider? Uh-oh, that was almost very bad. Okay, where's the spider? Oh, it's over here. There you are. Hello there. Please give me 2 string. I really need it. Okay, 1 string. Cool. Looks like there's a spider this way, which is good. Ooh. They've got a little bit of a thing, an effect, as it were. Did you give it 5 string? Perfect. Gotta just evade the skeleton arrows real quick. Get ourselves some more bones and everything. Bones are really good as well for crafting up some stuff. So I don't know fully what we can craft in this tool station. We can't craft a bow yet, but what we can do soon, and actually I think we can do this now, is because of the amount of seared bricks we have. Also, let me get water first so my voice can actually be like comprehended well. Okay, there we go. So what we're gonna do now is we've got seared bricks, and we've got copper, and then we can take our tinker station. I think this should work. This should work, right? And we should be able to make a tinker's anvil. Nope. Tinker station, tinker's anvil, duralium. So we just need to use something other than a tier 1 material, I guess. Can we use okay, does raw chromatic iron, are we able to smelt it in the smeltery? Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna need to work on some config changes for that as well, so that can work. But it does seem a little bit of a bummer that we can't just directly make the tool forge, but at least we have some more gold, so we'll be able to yeah, we'll be able to get ourselves the gold that we need in order to cast ourselves the dark the limbs and everything. And we can also craft ourselves up a bowstring, which is dope. It's kind of a mediocre bowstring. No stats. It is what it is. It's a bowstring, you know? And then I guess we'll need to start smelting up some raw chromatic iron. And also I want to expand the smeltery, so we're gonna chuck even more of those guys in there. And I gotta make sure to save at least 4 of these seared bricks, but the rest of them will be going into this guy. So what we'll do is we will expand like this, because I want to make sure that we've got plenty of space in the smeltery. So as long as I don't break the smeltery controller, we should be good, although we'll turn off for a moment and be a little bit busted, but that's okay, because I can just do this really quickly, take care of it all, and then we go boop, 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 and cobblestone, and seared drain. Go one there, and then we've got our 2 casting basins. And this is the smeltery that I like to make at the very beginning. So like my first smeltery is usually this, but since we have to use just Tinker's weaponry and such, we're just gonna go with this for now. That's why we started with the initial one as opposed to this. We also hit level 14, so we can use Power Stare, which will, when we look at a mob, it will push it away from us. There's no mobs real close, so we can't do that quite yet. We should be able to get... We've got the raw chromatic iron, actually. So now we need to mine vault stone, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. We've also got a bunch more raw chromatic iron and such, which I guess I should start making a distinction between chests. So we've got that chest, and the chest back here will be our materials chest. So we do that, and this guy will be all of our exotic things. So like all of you guys. And I do need more red barrel. There should be some... There was some like over here, right? Yeah, red barrel, because if I need a ton of it, which it's looking like I'm gonna need a ton of it. I might as well get as much as I possibly can, which is good. Yeah, we can chuck that in there as well and see how much we actually need comparatively, because I don't fully know how the red barrel works. So molten red barrel, casting table. So we need 2 bow limbs. My voice is leaving me again, apparently. So 1 bow limb is, what, 180? So it's 360 total. And then this guy is going to be 140. So we need 1 more red barrel gem in order to get this guy, which I guess we can use the X-ray for, but I'm not going to do that because that's a little cheap. So I keep forgetting we can just teleport down here. And now what we need to do is find ourselves that guy, because that is going to be our, what's it called? The, my brain is not wanting to function, apparently. That is the, Vault Stone. Yeah. That's the next thing for the quests that we need to get so that we can actually start going into vaults. Although we're not going to go into a vault yet because I need to find cows in order to make the initial level of Tinker's armor, because we're not going in naked, but we're not going to be able to use any vault armor. So this is going to be a little interesting. Yeah. Okay, we've become comfortable handling the tool, which means that we should get 1 more upgrade. Perfect. We are comfortable with this tool now. And that means that I guess I can just come down here and it's fine. Red barrel. Ooh, red barrel. Two red barrel for that guy. More red barrel. Okay. So red barrel doesn't seem like an uncommon thing. Epidote, fluorite. Fluorite seems kind of useless. What is epidote used for? Water power, mining penalty for underwater, 15, 15, 15 versus 8, 3. Okay, so the limbs with the epidote will be better. Okay, does it get melted? It gets melted and then cast. Okay, so you do need to still melt it, but we should also get some more gold and probably some more diamonds too. Ooh. There's a little bit of a thing down here. Maybe we can get ourselves a backpack. That would be really big. The backpacks are so helpful and at the initial stages. Also, haste is good. Enchanted heart's great. So are a couple heart crystals, couple diamonds. Nice. We'll use that. We'll use you guys. Step assist is good. So is having extra string. I mean, better string for bows is good. So what we'll do though is we will go small tunnel, and then from here we go shapeless. We mine all of you, and then we acquire even more diamonds because diamonds are free when you've got X-ray, because diamonds are free. You know, that's how that works, right? And now what we need to do is we can just cancel that guy, go back up to the surface, and chuck in granitite, diamonds. Coal can leave, stay in there. Epidote, you, lapis. So the limbs, we're gonna melt back down, and they're gonna get turned into that guy. We're also gonna melt down the rest of you guys to turn it into a block, so we have the most efficiency possible with that. We also got vault rocks, which are dope. We do need to make a vault altar and a portal, so we'll need 14 for a portal. Don't need the string. I do want to keep the arrows though, because the ranged weapon is going to be really, really powerful here. Still an iron pick. What's the epidote harvest? So it's a level diamond harvest, 5.6, 2.2. What's that versus iron? So iron as a harvest 6 and 2 with 250 and iron tier, 5.6 and 2.2. So higher damage, but lower mining speed, higher durability. So I think we get some more from down here, because there was some, if we were to go further down, there's more epidote as well as some more deep slate red barrel, which we need a diamond level 4. But yeah, now we go down here and we can grab the bauxite, grab the Hurlodite, which is interesting. And then this was the epidote, right? Yeah, epidote, more epidote, chlorophyll. Oh, wow. There's so many different ores within Tinker's Thinking is what this guy's from. What are these guys? Chlorophyll A. Used to make chlorophyte compound, used to make chlorophyte ingot, which is a symbiotic, use durability to heal you. Ooh, okay. What about Spectre compound? Spectre ingot is apparently just really high in durability and fast. Attack gives target invisibility, increases the damage to target that has it. Interesting. That's very, very interesting. Spectre compound. There's so many cool things in this mod pack. It's actually amazing. What does Hurelidite do? It's a tier 2 material, 5.6, 2.2, lower same durability as Epidote. Is it used to alloy into anything? Alloying with obsidian into Galu, which Galu is a tier 3 that will be even better as a range. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we want Galu. So Hurelidite, Red Barrel, and Galu, right? Red Barrel, Hurelidite. Oh, it's 900C, so it's not even that hot. And then we need Epidote. How does Epidote work alloy-wise? Red Barrel, we get Baolian, which is another tier 3 material that has really fast draw speed, low velocity, high mining speed, high durability as well. So maybe we get Balian and Galu. Let me give them a try. Do they have any alloys? It doesn't look like it, which is good. That's good that it doesn't have any alloys to get derived from. Chlorophyll B. What do you use Chlorophyll B for? Shroomite, which is a tier 3 as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, Shroomite seems to be perfect for durability and damage. Shroomite. What do we need for Shroomite? We need warped fungus and glow ink sacs. Chlorophyte is the symbiotic one. It's not crazy, but good speed. Can we use Shroomite as any form of, so if we melt it, can we melt it? Melt it. There's no alloys from Shroomite. Okay, it's a whole nother science thing that I have to learn, and I love it. It's like chemistry. It's super cool. And then we got zinc, of course, some diamond over here. It's whatever. Is that Epidote? It is. Perfect, because we need a little bit more. We've got enough of that for now. We need, is this Relidite? That's bauxite again. Osmium. That's actually really cool. So what we can do with this is we can go absolutely insano style. Let's teleport back up to the base. We need obsidian, which means that we need water in our bucket, and we can just plop that down here on the lava, and then we get free obsidian for that, which is dope. And then from there, what we can do is we can take it and turn it into, also apparently I missed this Epidote. What is the rates though for getting Galu and Epidote? So Galu and Balian. So it's these guys. So Balian, casting, alloying, 1 block to 100 millibuckets of each, megabytes. That should be good enough, right? Ideally. And we should be able to mine this relatively quickly. Not insanely though. I do need to find the very, very best modifier for each thing. So we'll work on that in the future. Obsidian. None of this stuff is going to combine. So we'll chuck in Red Barrel. And then Balian uses... They both use Red Barrel and Obsidian. So we want to make sure that I only add in as much as I can for each one. So if we've got a bunch of that stuff, chuck that in. I need to get the Red Barrel to the bottom so I can finish casting this guy. So then I can take it and put it back in, because we don't need Red Barrel, because Red Barrel's kind of useless, especially in comparison. And bauxite's aluminum. So we're gonna leave chlorophyll in there for now. Glowberries can go in here. Obsidian, diamonds. I'm gonna need more arrows, but I also need more other things as well. So we'll check in the gold. I need the barrel and that, and then we've got 8 Epidote and a bunch of that. So if I go 4 of each, so 4 of you, 4 Hurelidite, that should make 800. I don't know how much that's actually gonna make everything wise. We're gonna find out, I guess. Okay, 720 megs of Galu. So that means that per each we're getting what, 4 equals 720. That means that each one's giving us 16. Wait, no, not 16. What is that? 24. So 24 from each. 24 or 240 rather from each reaction. We've got enough to go full 6. So 240 times 6. We'll go 5 of each then, and that should work perfectly. That way we get a bunch of Galu, and let's see what it looks like, realistically speaking, for what we should use. Because it seems like for the grip, we go Galu. Yeah, we go Galu, 1 limb, Balian, other limb, Galu grip. So Galu is gonna be the grip, and then the Balian is gonna be the other limb, because the velocity will... Actually, that'll tug the velocity down, because Balian, it's good for the grip, because durability, and good for the limb, because of draw speed. But the velocity is so low that I don't even think it's worth even incorporating it. But it looks like it's a good mining material, so I'll just use it for my pickaxe. Ooh, mob drops are replaced by cobblestone, iron, gold, and diamonds. So I think we use that for our sword, because that's actually dope. Like, that's really dope. So we go epidote, and then I chuck that down to the bottom. Red barrel, epidote. Wait, what? How do I make Balian then? Molten Balian. Alloying. Molten red barrel. Molten epidote. Molten obsidian. Molten obsidian. Molten epidote. Molten red barrel. We've got Galu. Do I need more lava to do it? I don't know. Okay, let's go get more lava and see if that works. Okay, are you working now? Do we have... Maybe I just need to get rid of the Galu first? I don't know. The Galu is the one that we're gonna use, right? Yeah, because the Galu gives us slower draw speed, but higher velocity and accuracy, and the accuracy is insane. So maybe we're fine with each active potion effect you have. Ooh, that's really good for the way that everything is currently as well. Because I think we can activate haste, and then we've got luck and haste. And eventually we'll have so many. So then if I go you at the very least and one of you, then we got 540 left, which we can ingotify. Ow. Yo, can y'all like quit it, please? That hurts actually. Okay, so now we've got that. We also mined that. We need a vault altar. This is for Vault Hunters, which we're getting ready for, although we're not going to be able to do it immediately because of just concerns. So, okay, 360, 270, 180, and okay, perfect. So 6 Galu ingots. Gorgeous. Molten red barrel, molten obsidian. Do I need more obsidian to get Balian? That's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, because if I have it in here, I need 1 block of obsidian per 100 megs of each. Oh, it's at 1500. Oh, okay. This one's at 1500. C, which means I need blazing blood, which means I need to get a blaze and put it in here. So that's gonna take us a bit, so we're not gonna be able to do that quite yet. Okay, that's fine with me. I guess we'll just leave it in there for now. But what we can do is we can make a really strong bow that will be a little slow. Actually, wait. So if I look up bow limb, we do this guy, we've got, what do I have access to? Nickel. I need something with a little bit faster draw speed, but not any negatives anywhere else. Elementium, fairy, of course, Shrumite, Spectre, Lictite, maybe Lictite? Although the velocity goes down a little bit. Tinker's Bronze. Tinker's Bronze might be the way to go. Radiant. Infinity is going to be the way to go for the end of everything, but Infinity is not something that we can do right now. Duralumin. Enderbone. Pedote itself is really good for draw speed, although this one is -5, so if we just go straight Epidote, that'll work perfectly. I'm gonna just go epidote, and then what are strings? So bowstring. Okay, string bowstring, vine bowstring, chain bowstring, slimy vine, death thread, dark thread, sorry, and mana infused. Vine? What does solar power do? To resist damage in sunlight. Honestly, might be a play, just because it's vines. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves some shears real quick and just do that real quick, because oh my gosh, that's gonna be so easy. Okay, well now I have myself a vine bowstring, which means that now we need pretty much to get we need to get the next level of Tinker Station to make a bow. Yeah. First I gotta get the iron though. to repair our current tool. And we're gonna bring repair kits into the vaults when we end up actually doing a vault. But for now, we cannot do that because we don't have enough stuff even. But what is it for Tinker's Bronze? Because Tinker's Bronze is something that we can definitely use. It's copper and glass. Okay, cool. I gotta get that gold out first, so let's take care of that real quick. Okay, the gold's removed, so now I just need to get some sand, some glass. Should be able to chuck that in there, and then I need 3 blocks at the bare minimum. So what is the ratio? 1 to 1 gives 1 ingot. So 1 to 1 gives 1 ingot means that with the 5 of those and 11 total, if I chuck in 6, that's gonna give us 3 will give us 4. So 4, 8. And then I go 3 more, it's 12, and then I need 1 more piece of sand real quick. Chuck the sand in there, and now we've got some Tinker's Bronze. So it's not going to be enough for the blocks, unfortunately. I know, because I realized that that's not enough for the blocks. So that's going to give us enough for 1 block, 3 ingots. So give me a moment, and I'm going to get even more sand and even more bronze. Okay, got even more sand, even more copper in here, so that should be enough for a little over 3 blocks total, but it should be good enough because that's what we need in order to accomplish our goals. And our goals are what really matter, you know? So we've got copper, Tinker's Bronze. Wait, where'd the 6 ingots? I didn't get enough sand? Oh, yeah, shoot. Sand doesn't do the... Okay. Sand does not do the ore multiplication the way that the raw ores do. So, yeah, that was very smart of me. I definitely accounted for that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our Tinker Station real quick, and we are going to prepare it in a way so that when we get to the Tinker's Bronze completed, there should be, I think, 1 ingot left. Yep. Perfect. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Cool down quicker. Cool down quicker. Perfect. Yay. Okay, we got it. We got it. And now, Tinker's Anvil. We did it. We accomplished it. We accomplished our goal. Shoot. Phantoms are annoying. But we can make a bow now. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our Galu Epidote bow. It's got a bunch of random upgrades and stuff on it. We don't have it, being upgraded at all, which is fine. But what we can do is we can grab ourselves a diamond, chuck it on there, and now it is perfect. So that's that done. That's that taken care of. Can we make arrows? It looks as though the Tinker's arrows have been removed. Arrow, narrow blade, narrow blade, narrow blade. No, there's no more Tinker's archery. I need my Tinker's archery. Ah, well. I will see if I can get that figured out. We need to craft up a vault altar. We still don't have armor yet, which means we need to go searching for cows. So we have a couple things that we need to do. But first off, what does it take to make an altar? We got some obsidian, some stone bricks. Probably get some stone bricks cooking. 4 of you guys. Get 2 obsidian, 1 diamond. And from there, we just need the stone bricks, right? 2 chromatic iron. Oh, yes. I see. I see. So now that we're doing this, we will get a button for that, and then we'll learn vault crystals, skills and talents, better enchanting. I'm never gonna enchant things, so it doesn't really matter. What we also have is we have different types of arrows now because I added them. There's a bunch of different modifiers. There's power, which is Ichor crystals, multi-shot, which is amethyst bronze, Ichor, impaling, which is end rods. There's freezing, fiery. There's just a bunch of different modifiers, to be honest. Bulls pull arrows out of its own inventory, sneaking and attacking. Ooh, okay, that one might be really, really good. Bulk quiver as a modifier. But we also have default good arrows. So we've got a bunch of different arrows there. We've got iron arrows, diamond arrows, and it goes same way as normal, but we need feathers for this, so we've got to go get more feathers and such. And it seems as though a cleaver is going to be the best way to get those extra things, but we also finished up getting the stone, so we will be able to craft up ourselves the vault altar. And through that, we will complete the quest, which will give us a singular stone button. And then vault crystals. The time has come to forge your first vault crystal. Every recipe is different, and the amount of required ingredients will slowly scale up as you craft more crystals. Using a vault rock on a vault altar will identify the items required to complete the crystal recipe. You can submit items to the altar by throwing them out of your inventory near the altar. Cool, so we need to complete a vault crystal, and for that we've got a bunch of vault rocks. Shoot, it's another blood moon. Seeds, dirt, stick. Got a stick. I need iron. Do I have any iron? Shoot, I don't have iron. Oh, we need to go find cows anyway. Can we leather to leather? Rotten flesh to leather? Does that work? Rotten flesh, jerky. Okay, I'm gonna need you to chill, bro. Leather. Anywho, we need diamond arrows and leather. Okay, leather. How do we get leather? Bonded leather, cutting board, on leather stuff, crafting, packaging, milling, dungeon chests. This is gonna take us a while because I gotta go find cows now, get the leather and everything, because we need to get the tinker chest plate. There's a bunch of different stuff for the gear that we can actually use. So first off, let's take care of you guys, because this actually does quite a substantial amount of damage. The main issue just being, ooh, actually that's a chicken. We need to get as much as we possibly can from everything if we can. So chicken. I didn't even get a feather from the chicken. Wow. I did get an iron though, which is good. But now I need to go find... okay, we've got to find the things. So I think we go on a quest to find some cows. So I've been just running around killing chickens, right? And I find one with like this purple glow, right? Like it has a modifier that is quite amazing. Because the purple color is the best modifier. And I kill it, and lo and behold, it has the best modifier. It had flight. So we've got flight. Yeah, pretty dope. You'll love to see it. Just trying to get feathers. We got 3 feathers. Got a bunch of this stuff from the actual boats. The boats back here give us quite a lot of really good loot. Also, there's a woodland mansion here. I'm just trying to find cows. I need cows in order to get leather to make the where is it? I gotta find it first. There it is. It's the traveler's set, which means we need leather and copper for all of them. Overall, it's not really terrible, but the next tier up from that is plate, and then the tier after that is going to be the slime set. Overall, I think we're just going to end up with the plate stuff, because I quite like the plate stuff, and it gives the best armor out of everything, because the slime doesn't really give anything. I'm trying to find other ways to kind of get that worked in and get this stuff as fast as possible, because it's cobalt, which means we need to go into the nether and get cobalt, which shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I want to run a vault soon, so we're just gonna have to find some cows and get some leather. I found a cow! Oh my gosh. Okay, I found multiple cows. We should be good now. I just need to get the leather. I don't really care about heart crystal shards or flint and steel. We got 1 leather from those 2 cows. Come on now. More leather. I need at least, how much do I need total? Shoot. So I need 2, 4, 7, 13. Okay, I need 16 leather total. So... oh, Ruins of the Deep. What? Cool. Is there gonna be any leather in here? It's a saddle, some chain, some splash damage potion. What is this? Travel to the depths. What? Why is this right in the center of a village? What's going on? This village is a little screwed up, I guess. Oh, shoot. Okay, I see why. This is a very interesting slingshot. Okay. I'm currently, like, I have no clothes. I need at least some leather, you know? Ooh, raw iron. I can take that. Crafting blueprints. I don't really care about the wood. Wood don't matter. Flight we're gonna keep because it's flight, so obviously. What's in here though? Is there anything down here that's like worth getting? I don't know. I mean, I guess we're about to find out. There's like an underwater place. This is quite cool, actually. What are you? A blaze burner from Create. A mob spawner. Shoot. This is wild. What? Okay. This is kind of crazy. We found it. We found leather. Does it mean there's more leather in these chests? Potentially, at least. Leather? I need leather. Leather? Cocoa bean? Nugget of experience. Can I just like... Oh, just eat them. Okay, cool. The free XP. I keep forgetting I'm like completely naked, so when the mobs start spawning, I just take damage, even though like I feel like I shouldn't be. But apparently this is a create structure. Also, there's a bunch of different really cool stuff and potentially more leather and other stuff in here. So 6 golden apples is actually quite a lot. Nuggets of experience. And okay. Take care of all these guys in the side room. I'm trying to get all the XP that I need for the flight modifier, the flight totem. Valve 45. What about another 45? What? It's a wraith. Why the wraith attacking me? So why are there multiple valves? I'm so confused. What is that? Black concrete. Okay, so it's flowing out of that. Hand crank here. Couple zombies over here. Some barrels. Will you potentially have the things that I need? I need just some extra. It does not. Dang it. Chiseled polished brimstone. I need leather. Can I get any leather, please? Leather, please. I need leather. We're gonna go down there in a second. I'm gonna finish checking upstairs first, because I want to go down and end at the down, because I need to go up this first, and then I need to go down through the underwater part, because I already have a water bucket, so I don't have to worry about drowning. Hey, that's not very nice, Mr. Skeleton. Sack, just some paper, bruh. Ooh, skeleton spawner, skeleton over here. Skeleton, will you give me more arrows, bro? Please? Those are trapdoors, they're not barrels. That's a barrel. Oh, hey, zombie. Did not mean to back up into you. Soap? I don't think I need soap, but I appreciate the gesture. Thank you for telling me I stink. This is actually a really well-designed, cool place. Prison cells or something? Toilets? Yeah, these are definitely the toilets. I got paintings in the toilets? What kind of society is this? I got paintings in the toilets. Books. Leather. 12 leather. Okay, we need a couple more leather, and then that's it. So, are there any more chests in here that I'm missing? It does not look to be so. But now we've got the other side to check out. There's a spawner in here. Cool. Ooh, toolbox from Create. One of you guys, some spectral arrows are overrated in my opinion. Holding 4 is kind of crazy good. Trapped presents. Oh, there's a chest over here. Is there anything else? There's a chest up there. Ooh, yeah, see, enchantments aren't even, like, good for us because we can't use them. So I guess we'll just head back over here and head on to the next room. Is there a next room? Nope, that's a dead end. What about the other side? Because the stairs are right here. So there's nothing over there either. Okay, so now we can go down. But where do we start? I've been over here, right? Yeah, this was the first place that I went to, but I don't think I've been to the other side. Okay. Ooh, even more leather. Okay. Leather? No leather. Dang it. There's arrows up there, though. I want those arrows. And a sack with some gold. Free gold sack. Sack of gold. Mine the spawner real quick. Free iron or... Oh, hey, are you exploring this place too? Nice. I'm glad that you're still with us. Apparently, bro's just not dying either. Oh, there's a chest here that I missed, I guess. I didn't see that at the beginning. Ooh, okay. Some more Nugget-O experiences. Wow, 17 experience nuggets gave us nothing in terms of levels. I guess that just goes to show. But anywho, we still need to go over that way, and there's also this thing, which I'm gonna have to check out. So let's take a deep breath, and we go. We go down the pipe, Okay, let's drop to the bottom. Oh shoot. Holy, okay, that goes down. We gotta catch our breath real quick. Woo! This is actually really cool. Also, it looks like... Oh my gosh. This is incredible. This is crazy. Ooh, okay, we can breathe in here. Prismarine chest. Ooh, okay. A bunch more iron, some sponge, some more you guys. Honestly, not a crazy good chest, but it's cool at the very least. I guess it doesn't look like there's any way to really get anything more from that, so we will just do our best to survive, I guess. Let us go, let us go, let us go. 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, and we're out. Okay, we have successfully breathed our breathes, and now we go, and it is time to finally check out the down below area over here. And I see a lot more redstone, which is good, because free redstone is great, because it'll increase our mining and everything speed. Mining, attack speed, and such. Crushed raw iron, crushed raw gold, some cogwheels. Can't really use the crushed stuff, because I just don't have the facilities for it. But it's quite cool. It seems like this is a little bit of a maze now. Seems like it goes back a little bit. Holy, this is a huge space. Wow. This is probably gonna take a long time. But what we can do... Wait, what's up here? Crush raw iron. I need leather, bro. I need leather. I need the leather. Can I use create stuff? I can use it in there, but does it... We can melt it in the smeltery for the same. So we're gonna swap out crushed raw iron for our default iron, and that way we won't have to worry about that. Okay, that did nothing. Cool. Now I just need to go back a little bit, and then we'll go through that area. There's a chest right here, more crushed raw iron. Nothing in that one. Nothing over there. So now we delve where no man has delved in nigh on a century. There we go. Okay, let's take care of you. There's a bunch of turtle eggs down here, which is good. Ooh, there's something past this, so we'll just casually get through that guy. Ooh, is it like a turtle breeding ground? Also, what? Bamboo mats. Okay. I thought that was potentially an explosive, so I was afraid. Oh my gosh, even more gold. Sticks are kind of useless, so are those guys. So what we'll do is, I wish we could use all the really good tools that we find in here, but we just can't, because it's the rules. I'm okay with that, so long as we can at least utilize most of these things for the great majority, right? Like, we're not gonna be able to use everything. Okay, wow, this place is really cool. Although I do still need a little bit more leather. Come on now. Come on. Please, just give me some leather in one of these chests. Like, I know it's not too much to ask. Please. A wraith spawner, and I'm assuming this is another wraith spawn. This is a zombie spawner, okay. Don't really know if I need glow ink sacks, but we'll just leave those. It seems like this is kind of the end of this whole thing, though, so I think we go back to base or try and find more cows. Okay, I did end up getting all of the requisite things for the stuff. I got the 16 leather. The main issue being I had to end up getting rid of some of the horses in the area because I couldn't find cows. Yeah, that was a little bit... It was a thing, but it's okay. They'll repopulate. I believe in them. So now I guess we're just kind of looking through this guy's house for free stuff, because why not? And free gold, pretty dope, And, you know, I think that's going to be this for this episode. So, make sure to stay tuned for next episode when we should actually be able to run our very first vault, which should be quite nice. Beehive, max honey, pumps out. So wait, does this work? I don't know if this works, but it does. That's crazy. What about the other way? It doesn't work, but then why did the honey particles come? I'm so confused. Oh, there's honey in there. There's honey in there now. Is that all the honey? I don't know. Are these guys empty now? Yeah, they're completely empty. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna mark this. Cool. And now we go back to base. And now, before the end of this episode, what I really need to do is take all this stuff, chuck it all in there, chuck the crushed raw iron in there, and now we will grab ourselves... Shoot. Copper shouldn't meld with anything that's in here, so I'll just chuck the copper in there too, because we need copper. And we also have a ring of the hungerless, which I guess is kind of useless for now, but it's all good. And now we wait for the copper to smelt. Okay, and now that it's smelted, we've got 3 blocks, 7 ingots, 6 nuggets, which I guess means we should probably just take one more to get it up to 3 blocks. Actually, that'll take it up to 4 blocks. So then I should be able to just start pouring it out once I put it into the bottom of the smeltery. So now we pour it out, get rid of that zombie down there, grab ourselves a water bucket. Let's make ourselves a vault portal real quick. So that's taken care of now. And now we got 2 blocks left of copper, which is perfect for this. So now what we do is we grab the copper. I'm gonna need to go grab some sand. Okay, so I got the glass panes now. We've got the traveler's boots, the traveler's pants, the traveler's vest, and the traveler's goggles. So our first set of Tinker's Construct stuff has been completely accomplished. Seeing if I can hit a shot. It can kill a phantom in 2 arrows, which is quite good. I also, in between episodes, have upgraded our armor, so we've got a diamond and an emerald on all of our stuff, and our sword is now prudentium, and our pickaxe is now lightite, which I know sounds strange. It's a thing made out of phantom and iron. It's pretty easy to alloy. You just use... wait, how did I make it again? You use it to make... You make the lightite compound by pouring iron on phantom membrane, and that's just how it works. But now, in order to go through our first vault, we need to get ourselves 3 pieces of dirt and 3 pieces of iron, which we should have in here. 1, 2, 3. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna plop that down. We're gonna craft up the vault crystal. Vault crystal work complete. So we've completed our first thing. We crafted our vault crystal. Can you please leave? And now we have the ability to unlock skills and talents. We get 1 free skill point for this as well. Some cooked vault steak, which we're going to chuck in here. Our main goal of this vault actually is to get as much as we can XP wise. So what we're going to want to do here, we need to get ready to enter a vault, craft a shard pouch, which will be, that'll be something I do in the future. But right now we're going to just plop this vault crystal. That's the wrong portal. Plop the vault crystal down, and we're about to enter the vaults. So first off, take care of you guys. The arrows shoot so fast, but also so slow at the same time that it's very interesting because this bow is very special, but it's not like crazy good. Anywho, we are ready to go into the vault, so let's do this. We've got a shulker box for storage. Yeah, we should be able to get as much as we possibly can from this first vault. You also have 1 skill point, which we're not going to use yet. What we're going to save it for is actually for future stuff. So we're eventually going to want to do extra mana regen and such. Actually, what we could do is we could just do dash here. Ghost walk. Where's dash? Taunt. Battle cry. Summon eternal. Mega jump. Dash. There we go. Okay. So we're just going to go dash so we can go extra quick. It is an elixir vault, which means that we need to gather elixir from looting things. And for that, we will be utilizing... I gotta turn off some stuff. There we go. We'll be using the X-ray in order to get as much as we possibly can from this. Although it does seem to like this vault has a very high amount of coin piles, which is good. Although it's a little bit annoying. Shoot. I hate silverfish. They're so annoying. We also don't have to worry about not healing because of the mod scaling health, which whenever we kill a bunch of mobs, or whenever we get a ton of stuff, we will actually get an insane amount of XP, which every 3 levels of XP we get will give us an increase of health, which overall will be quite good. Also, even more silverfish. Wait, a champion silverfish in a level 0 vault is kind of crazy, and I'm trying to integrate... That silverfish did so much damage. Oh my gosh. Well, we are going to go into yet another vault crystal vault journey. So let's do this. Let's get ready real quick. I also may have found the problem. It seems as though we were on impossible vault difficulty for some reason, and we're going to go back to normal because, yeah, normal is a good vault difficulty. Impossible's a little much. We're going to do that real quick. Now we should be ready to get going. Why is the first room this room? This room's no good. This room sucks for looting, especially this early on, so we're just gonna go right past it. There's no reason for us to waste our time or anything here. We'll just go straight on through the room, get rid of it, because this room is actually utterly useless for us. Anywho, now that we're through, let's go. Let's continue to go, and let's activate the trump card. It's another elixir vault. I should increase the distance a little bit. There we go. Now we can see everything that we need to get. So we should be able to go up here. There we go. I can take care of the miners just fine now. Get some driftwood, magic silk, and all this stuff. Vault driftwood. Just overall the nice stuff, you know? Some vault essence, a little bit of that. We just kind of drop down real quick. Let's go over here. There's some stairs for us to head down. That quick lodestone. Maybe there's some ores over here that we can get. Ooh, actually quite a few ores. Will we get anything from them is the real question. It looks as though we will, which is quite nice. We got some vault rocks as well, which is good. We replenished what we lost already. And now we can come back over here. We take care of you guys, take care of you. We become adept at handling our tool. Our current weapon is quite over leveled for right now, although it will scale because we're in Vault Hunters. Again, we will need to have an even better weapon due to the fact that it's Vault Hunters. We need to have a weapon that at least scales with the level of the vaults, and hopefully Tinkers we can do that with. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge because the weaponry and everything is quite different, as well as we don't actually have as much protection as we would normally in Vault Hunters due to us having to use the Tinker's armor, at least this early on. It is absolute garbage in comparison to anything else. So what we actually want to do is go through and do as much as we can in this first vault, which is why I'm not consuming the lodestone yet, because what we could do is we could consume it right now. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, no! Why is that Vindicator so strong? Dang it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, because I don't want to keep dying in these vaults, is we are going to go into the nether real quick. Okay, now we're going into the nether and we need to get some cobalt. So, cobalt, a very, very good material when it comes to Tinker's Construct, mostly because it's very lightweight, very, very durable, and overall just a very good modifier. But primarily the reason why we're going for it is in order to get just the stuff that we need to do, and that mostly the whole reason why we're getting cobalt right now is because I cannot for the life of me survive without having some form of melee damage resistance. So what we're doing is we're gonna get some melee protection on some of our armor, and this is overall gonna be really, really good. The main issue being just that it's gonna take us a little bit of time. Anyway, we're accustomed. This is comfortable. We're 13. We need 20, which 20... You get 3 from one piece, or 4 from one piece. So what we need to do is if we get 4 from one piece... So I need to increase the damage of my weapon. If we get 4 from one piece, then that means we need 5 pieces per level, which means that 20 pieces for level 4, but I think level 5 is the max, and with this we're at 22, so we should be able, we'll be able to go for that. Just turn off the X-ray real quick. So now we're back at base. We are now getting our cobalt. Wait, do I need higher temps for melting cobalt? 950C. So we should be able to melt it in here, which is good. And then we're gonna need all 3 of these guys for the cobalt. So, do I have any... I have 1 upgrade left on here. What does it cost for me to get sharp? Yeah, one full level. Okay, that's not terrible. So, now we got the obsidian, which obsidian will go down first, and then the cobalt, although we'll use the rest of this obsidian. Once we get the cobalt, or the obsidian down, then we pour the cobalt down, then we pour obsidian again, then we pour the cobalt again, and we're gonna repeat this until we have enough. So this is gonna take a long time. Okay, I just spent way too long doing all this stuff, but now we have 100 cobalt reinforcements, a bunch of cobalt, and what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna go straight to making the plate armor. So we gotta get a bunch of chains first, which shouldn't be an issue because we got a bunch of iron. So I can just go 1 more, and now we've got all the chains we need, probably, right? This should be enough. So now we got the plate boots, plate leggings, plate chest plate, and plate helmet. melt down the rest of these chains, because why not? No reason for me to really keep them around if I'm just gonna melt them down. And no reason to keep the Traveler's set of armor in here if we're just gonna upgrade it anyway. But what I should do is I need to make sure to get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do this guy. We click both those guys. That guy in there. Emerald, 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 emerald. And that's the one upgrade slot for those guys gone. Probably should have gone with the diamond because that's the better of the upgrades, but it's fine. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take the chest plate. The chest plate is going to get 4 sets of melee protection, which should give it quite a lot of protection. I don't fully know what the stats are. 40% melee resistance. So 40% of melee damage will just get deflected. Eventually, we're going to push it to 100%, but, you know, that is what it is. 10% on that guy, so 50% total overall. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually just stand on a cactus, pretty much. Just kidding. We're actually gonna run a vault. So let's get that vault crystal up and running and get ready to run it. Come on now. Okay, that was quick and painless. Now it's time to get our vault crystal and potentially actually survive a vault. Hopefully no insane mobs or anything, and hopefully we're able to get away if there are. Fingers crossed, right? Let's chuck those guys in there. Make sure that we've got our shulker box. We've got vault hunting completed. We also made a shard pouch because I wanted to get the pouch taken care of first. So now we've got that guy. Cool, we got vault gear, which we're never going to end up using, so we're going to chuck that in there. And now it's time to come in here. Let's do this. Come on now. Okay, good luck. Thank you, I really will need it. We can toggle on the X-ray, turn the distance up to 12, and now it's time to potentially survive a vault. Oh shoot, we're in peaceful because I was doing thumbnails and other stuff. Anywho, shoot, I keep forgetting I need to actually just click it into my inventory. Perfect. And what I should be able to do, though, is not have to worry a crazy amount about the mobs, so long as I can prevent them from hitting me the most of the time. Get ourselves some normal wooden chests. I'm gonna turn the FOV up a little bit just so I can see a little better. And some creeper, I just gotta get as much loot as possible in order to accomplish our goals as quick as we can. Also, this vault, we're going to fill up the gauge very, very quickly because we get a lot of, what's it called, elixir from these guys. But the main reason why we want to go through this and take as long as we can in our first actual vault that we probably will survive is because of the loot and also XP that you gain from doing the vault objectives. So, opening chests, taking care of mobs, finding new POIs and such, the XP gain from that is so much better than just skipping over it that it's almost 110% worth going the extra mile for it, even if it does make it a little more difficult to some extent. So we do not have double jump anymore, which is okay. I mean, it's not a deal breaker or anything for our boots to not have it, although it was quite nice. Silver scrap is nice for level 0. Okay. I don't think I've seen silver scrap in level 0 vaults before, but maybe that's something that has just been changed while I've been gone. So I'm leaving that up for being a possibility. Okay, we want to try and go up here. I think, yeah, because there's more mobs. Of course, you do also want to make sure that you're not, like, overexerting yourself, especially if you're normal Vault Hunters, which this is the Vault Hunters Plus, which is why we're doing only Tinkers challenge as a challenge. The reason being why you want to take it as slow as you need to is because just it's not worth dying and getting lost in the sauce, like I did 2 times previously. It happens, but it's just easier for you if you don't. I mean, yeah, it's great, hilarious content of me just failing, but it sucks. And, you know, that's okay. Anywho, let's just get all this fine-finey, delicious loot. And let's head down here and onto the next room. We're probably going to spend not an insane amount of time in this vault, but at least go through 2 to 5 full rooms and get a couple of each kind of chest, because the loot does vary between different types of chests. So you want to make sure that you're able to, at least earlier on, you want to get as much variance as you can. Also, I'm working in getting vault loot translated as a thing for modifiers and for things like weapons in Tinker's Construct. So yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing, because getting new modifiers registered means I need to have a lot of data on it, which is it's taking its time, but it's all good though. And if you guys do want to play this yourself, please let me know, because I will work on that if people want it. The reason why it's not a thing is just because no one's told me that they want it as a thing. Mostly because I'm recording a couple of these episodes far in advance due to just wanting time after I record to be able to have a break. But you know, like it's just a good fun, have fun time. Yes, nice fun time. Yes. Anywho, we're going to just come down here, take care of the blight mobs. Blight mobs do increase damage. That's why that guy was purple. They do way more damage and also can be quite dangerous. So you just want to be careful when fighting mobs, because they could be a blight. They're also way faster. But yeah, if you want to play Vault Hunters Plus, let me know. I'm working on getting both the 1.16 and 1.18 versions taken care of so that they can be fully worked in. I'm trying to integrate stuff, but I don't know how to do that, so yeah, cool. I really just want Tinkers in the original mod pack, but I don't think that's going to be a thing because, again, the integration is just so deep. But yeah, anywho, let's do this. Let's get all the coins. The coins are very, very impactful. I know it seems like in the original Vault Hunters, coins were quite pointless, but the coins for this give XP, which is why we're collecting as much as I can, because if they didn't give XP, they would practically be useless in the amounts that you want to get of them, but because they give XP, they are not pointless in the slightest, and you want as many as you can get, because the fact that you can get XP from the coins, and it's a high rate of XP, it's not nothing, it's like mining ores and such, but overall the XP and the way that works is just way better in this version. So let's get you taken care of. And now we will go 2 more rooms. I guess it doesn't really matter which direction we go, but let's just go this way. Grab the coins from over here. Real quick and easy. Grab the gilded chest from down hidden in there. The jewels, there's no reason even for us to ever grab jewels, so we're just not going to. And yeah, this is going to be quite a challenge, by the way, just because late game stuff is very challenging regardless of whether you have Vault gear or regardless of how high tier your Vault gear is. So we'll eventually need to make Tinker stuff that's better than Vault gear, which is just in terms of everything, it's just grinding for it, which will take a lot longer. So I enjoy that, but if you don't, then just stick to Vault gear. It's easy, simple, fast, effective. It works really well, so just do that. We also got a couple Vault burgers from these guys, which is good. And it looks like we'll be able to get even more loot from you guys, because every one of these guys that we kill is actually providing us with a very good, healthy pile of loot, and that is mostly going into our shard pouch, because these shards... Oh, pick up. Cancel pickup for shards. Because the shards will be used in the black market, which unfortunately does not have any more dupe bugs. They patched all of my dupe bugs, which is fine. But you know, it's just a fun thing that we can exploit a little bit in some interesting ways that I'll get into in the future, just with the way that Vault Hunters Plus is designed. Also, there's another mob thing over here. Thought I already hit you, but apparently not. It's always worth opening every single chest, even if you're not going to loot them, just for XP again, because you get XP for doing anything in the vault. It is almost 110% worth it, no matter what, to just open the chest, even if you're not going to get anything from it or do anything with it. Yeah, we've already been here. Grab those shards real quick. So there's one more room this way, which is gonna be the last room that we're gonna grab real quick. It shouldn't be your first vault. At most, you should use all of the time in it, if you can. Usually, if you've got like diamond gear, you'll be fine. But we were not, because our gear was at the level of like a little better than leather, which, I mean, let's be real, leather gear, not great. But you know, you can only get better, and that's what we ended up having to do, which is fine. Because it's fine if you fail your first vault, because you don't actually have any repercussions for it, and you even get to keep at least a tiny bit of the loot. Anyway, let's take care of you guys, take care of you, take care of you. We're gonna go down, we're gonna get all of these ornate chests, and then we're going to click the lodestone right over there in order to get out of this vault, because what we really want to do overall is just get as much XP as possible, and the way to do that is to actually be able to get XP, which you get from escaping the vault in this instance after you've completed the lodestone by gathering enough elixir, which on the whole isn't actually an insane amount of elixir. I know that it filled up really quickly for me, but that is also due to just there's variance within all of it. There's a slider for how much elixir, and then also there's variance for how much elixir you'll actually gain from each thing. So what we really want to do here is just kind of go see what we can do. There's some more chests over here. Let's take care of you, take care of you. Take care of all these guys. I love the fast attack speed of the Estek, as well as its damage. The one drawback being, I keep clicking when I'm not trying to do it. I keep going back randomly for no reason, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, it's not bad. Anywho, let's get into this dungeon real quick. Let's get as much as we can from it, and then escape, because each of these ornate chests, each type of chest gives different XP values, which I'll show at the end screen. And the ones that you really want to go for mainly are going to be the non-wooden variants. So, like, your ornate chests, your gilded chests, your living chests. And the reason being is because, one, they give better loot, two, they just overall are better. Also, pardon the voice cracks. Holy, my throat is just having the hardest of times. I got over COVID last week, and I'm just getting through this. It's taking a bit. Also, if you notice, I've been editing my videos a lot more than usual. And by a lot more than usual, I mean they're actually edited for once. So if you guys like it, let me know. If you guys don't like it, also let me know, because I can always change it back. I'm just trying to do what I can because I really enjoy doing this and I want to keep doing this. So, yeah. Anywho, that looks like it's going to be the rest of this dungeon. So, let's just head right up here. Let's turn off X-ray because it will lag a lot. And then you consume the lodestone. You got 15 seconds to pretty much do whatever. Potentially loot a little bit more. Although it's not really a possibility. And then we will get out of the vault. And 31,000 XP, which comes from 100 mobs unalived, which is 4K. So we get 106 XP per creeper, 26 per husk, 35 per vault dweller, and 53 per skeleton. Then chests and other loot. Each wooden chest, each common gives us 820. Each rare gives us... Oh, wait, no. These are the totals. So each epic one gives us 80 XP. Each rare one gives us less than that. I don't know the exact numbers, but essentially it all factors in. It's all really good. We got 2K from wooden, 1.3 from gilded, 600 from living, 2,500 from ornates, and then yeah, pretty much that's just how it's gonna go. We got the elixir crate, so we did actually end up completing the vault, which means we get the crate for it, which is great. So then what we'll do is we'll plop that down, plop that down. We'll do this real quick. Let's click out all of the loot from this. So we got a bunch of random deep slate and other stuff. There's a bunch of mobs over there, which is a bummer, but it's all good. It's all good. They can't really do much to us. So, then we get the regret nuggets. We get a bunch of this stuff. We're gonna leave all the vault gear and totems in here. And I'm saying that now after I already put some of the vault gear and stuff in here, but it's fine. Hey, little guy, can you please kindly leave me alone? Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Some rotten flesh. I'll go in there, and that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that. And boss crate. I'll get a bunch of stuff from that guy. Bunch of chip jewels that we're never gonna use. Bunch of you guys, which will go in here. We'll roll those in a second. And right now what we gotta do, though, is we have to change all of our Vault Bronze into Vault Silver, which will then be turned into Vault Gold and then Vault Platinum. So now we get 20 Vault Gold from that one vault, which equals 2 Vault Platinum, 2 Vault Gold, 5 Vault Silver, and 7 Vault Bronze total. For that, then we get a bunch of driftwood, a bunch of the other stuff. So rock carbon, driftwood, rock carbon, you use and you combine it, it goes into refined carbon, which then when you combine it with some other stuff will give you the steel, which is a whole different thing. So we have driftwood. Driftwood you combine in a 4x4 to get driftwood planks, and from there you can just chuck that back in there all together. Got some burger buns and some burger patties, which will combine to make some hamburgers. Yeah, we need to craft the bounty table and a tool station, but we'll do that next episode. For now, we'll chuck the hamburgers in there. And we will roll all of this fine, delicious vault gear. So we've got a bunch of scrappy pluses, which will go right here, and we'll roll those first, and then we'll roll the commons and then the rare. So let's go. Scrappy pluses, and then we will go scrappy. So let's see. Scrappy, 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 common, scrappy. And so we got 1 common, 9 scrappies. Cool. Just check those in there for now. Commons, let's see what we get. Will we get anything special? Will we get anything special? Only time will tell. So, common, common, common. And now for the rare plus, come on now. Will we get something rarer than a rare? That's the real question. Will we? No, we will not. We'll got a coconut shield, and it's kind of useless. That's fine, though. It's all good. I've got a bunch of these reinforcements in order to finally do something. So, we got 4 defense slots, 3 defense slots, 4 defense slots. So each one of these guys is gonna get 1 level of protection. We cannot increase protection above level 1, ignoring traits. Why can we not? It's because it doesn't use a defense modifier. It uses an ability modifier. So that's a different thing. So what we can do is we can put this on each one, which will give us 20% protection, and we need more ability modifiers. So, but now we also have a stack of each of the different kinds of protection. So we've currently got 5 melee protection levels, and what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to put a bunch of the fire protection. We're gonna put that on our helmets. So we have fire protection 3, which gives us 30% fire resistance, amethyst bronze as well, which will give us projectile resistance. And we're just going to use as much of these slots as we can. There's still a defense slot on that guy, so we will use that for magic protection and a little bit more magic protection. 2 slots left after that, which will go into blast protection is kind of mid. So we're just going to do 1 level of blast protection there and then 1 level of melee protection as well. And the shield will also get, we don't have an ability slot on it, actually, shoot, so I can't do that. But what we will do is we will put on enough for finishing all these guys out. So we've got melee protection and blast protection, which will give us a total of a bunch of protection, which is dope, because that's what we need in order to run a level 7 vault. But first, we have a bunch of abilities and a expertise point to spend. So we don't need jewels. We don't need vault gear because we're not doing that. We don't need that. We don't need affinity. We don't need trinkets. What we need, what we really truly do need, is Lucky Altar, so that we can get cheaper altar stuff. And what we're gonna do is, before we run that vault, we're going to try and get a bounty table, a black market. Where's the market? Black market. There we go. So black market, bounty table, vault enchanter, which we will get in the vault, because vault enchanter kind of useless overall, namely just because we don't ever use enchantments because the reinforcements are just better. So we will first off craft up a bounty table with a loom. Do I have the string for that? I do. Yes, I do. Good. Okay, so do I have the wood? Where's the wood? Tree. Wrong tool. It's still mined it though, which is good. I also have a bunch of other random things that need to get chucked somewhere, so I guess I'll make a chest too. But we go loom and then a couple oak chests. I gotta start getting a base started, so I will be working on that probably next episode. It'll be a side episode. It'll be like a 0.5 or something, but yeah. So loom, and then I need chromatic iron, which should be back here in our stuff chest, and then 2 pieces of vault essence. So vault essence, we go and we craft ourselves up a bounty table. Perfect. Bounty table quest accomplished. So we get bounty pearls, which will go into the bounty table along with the rest of our bounty pearls, which are 4. And then we will do a gather elixir bounty, and that will be that. We need to complete a bounty in order to go on to the next ones. So let's go in to a vault. Let's do this. Come on now, join me as we go in. We complete the vault. I need to turn the sounds up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That's our... I need my sword. Please give me back my sword. I need my sword. Oh, it's in my... Anywho, it is an elixir vault, which is perfect because that's exactly what we need to complete our bounty. So we'll be able to just kind of casually go through this vault. Again, we're not gonna go crazy with the looting. Probably 5, maybe 6 rooms. Overall, these guys will be a little bit hardier than the mobs from the last episode, although they shouldn't be too much more difficult due to the fact that it's only one step up, because the step ups are every 5 levels for difficulty, which is good. As well as the Estic is probably one of the best weapons. I just need to add more sharpness to it, which will be added on momentarily as quick as I can, realistically. Because for these guys, I can actually make them even better. And I'm also going to be working on adding the Vault Hunters materials to the Tinker's list of materials for things that I can make and use for that, because otherwise it's going to take way too long. Anywho, we got you, we got you, we got you, we got you real quick, we got you real quick as well. We already completed the Vault's main objective, but now it's just about getting more loot, more levels, and getting even better than we already are. So the one thing that I really do need to do, though, is I need to get something that will reduce my fall damage, which we already have. It's in our inventory. It's called Flight, which will actually let us fly like we're in creative. Except for we're not in creative. We will just be playing with Flight like we're in creative, but no creative necessary. That will be quite cool. That is not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. I've got to get going. We got to set ourselves not on fire anymore. No, I didn't water bucket quick enough. No. Well, it's a good thing. I guess we've got another vault. So that one we didn't end up getting anything from. I got to get back to base. Okay, back at base. New day. Slept, made a bed. Now it's time to go into our other vault, which hopefully is also an elixir. It is an elixir vault, which is good, because that would have been a bummer. But yeah, apparently we still take quite a bit of damage. I think that's mostly due to magic damage, because we were doomed to fall by silver. So it's mostly just the melee damage and then fall damage, which can be roughly negated with several things. We just need to get a lot of XP and take care of that fully, although it's going to be a thing for a little bit longer because I'm not going to grind for XP outside of the vaults and everything. But overall, we should be able to get there from just this. It shouldn't be too big of a thing. Ooh, we're now accustomed to the weight of our sword. So our Prudentium Estic, we now have an extra ability, which is perfect, because what we can do is, using some golden apples, we can actually turn those abilities into upgrades. And if you haven't been watching these episodes, I highly recommend you to do so, because kind of weird, kind of interesting. I'm just having a lot of fun doing random things and only using Tinkers, which is surprisingly challenging for it being Vault Hunters. The mobs, I mean, the reason why the mobs are getting us is not because of, it's not because we're using Tinkers, it's because also the mobs are just harder to deal with due to the other mods that have been added through Vault Hunters Plus, but overall it's not entirely that, and it is partially just because, oh shoot, that guy has a bow. Oh, it doesn't have a bow, that's me. Our current bow is quite nice, so it's not really something we have to worry about, although I am looking forward to having piercing on our bow so we can do penetrating attacks, which will be really cool, but it's not something that we need right now. Also, the amount of gems is quite good in these earlier vaults due to the fact that we get like the beginner's grace and everything, and we don't need to worry about dealing with a ton of other things. But for the most part, we already have the main vault objective completed. Again, you can play this a lot safer than I am. I'm just playing it this dangerous because it's entertaining. I mean, I don't really care if I die. It's not like this is a hardcore series, and even in hardcore, I will still be taking some risks because I will be doing a hardcore Vault Hunters Plus series soon, which will be, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a big thing because even when completely overleveled in the Vault Hunters Plus previous thing, we still ended up dying, so it's gonna be very, very interesting. Anywho, it looks like we've completed this first room, so let's get up out of here. Looks like we're going this way, and for the most part, I'm not really concerned with the amount of loot. It's more just like getting enough of certain things. Like, the more shulker shells we get, the better we'll be able to loot stuff. I also forgot to bring the shulker box in to this vault, which is, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Also, I should probably collect some cacti, because what I can use the cacti for is actually upgrading our weaponry. And I say that, and I know it sounds a little strange, but I don't actually mean our weaponry. I mean our armor, because our armor gets more levels and upgrades as we continue to use it. I say as we continue to use it, but it's more actually that we get it as we take more damage. So, at a certain extent, if I just stand on a cactus, I'll be leveling up our armor to get it even better. And I know that sounds a little counterintuitive. Like, how would you get your armor better by decreasing the durability and just standing on a cactus? And it's because Tinker's Construct, with the Tinker's Leveling add-on, you actually get more modifiers and are able to make your gear better every point of damage, every, like, I guess, they're like milestones of damage that you've taken with that armor on. So, it's just something that I find to be really cool, because it makes it so that you're more likely to stick to one set of armor for a lot longer, and it means that you can, in essence, once you get a good base down for your weapon or your armor, you can actually just continue to use it, and it will never get outclassed eventually. Of course, I say eventually because it does take quite a long time to get the higher levels, and that is something that I'm completely willing to deal with, so we'll be able to do that. But for the most part, it's just going to be looting for these first vaults. Nothing insane. We are going to want to try and do a speed run soon of how fast we can speed run an elixir vault. Also, I keep water bucketing too late. I don't know if it's because of lag or if I'm just slow. One of the two. I mean, there's really no other option. But anywho, let's just grab all these guys. And see, if I had piercing, I would have just shot through all of them right there. But we don't. At some point, I may limit myself to one type of weapon even. Like, maybe I go full archer for one series, full mage for one series, where I'm not even allowed to use weapons. But overall, I just think that this for now is pretty cool, and I'm enjoying it a lot, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Anywho, we've got a bunch of stuff. Let's click as much as we can into our little pouch here, and looks like that's gonna be the end of this room. Also, that was a really bad dash. I don't know why the dash has such a variance. I don't know if it's momentum based or something, but it definitely seems to have some quirks about it, so do watch out if you're using dash. You will still take fall damage, so just try and do low dashes. This is going to be the last room we get at, and we'll get the bottom first so that we can end up at the top and get that top thing. That guy had poison or something. Speed. Okay, we got you guys. We got a bunch of knowledge. Knowledge is something that we need very badly, so knowledge is what you use to get knowledge stars, which you use to unlock mods. So because we have Vault Hunters Plus, a bunch of mods are already unlocked due to me not being able to add gates to them to get them into the knowledge pool of things that need to get unlocked. I'm trying to work through that, as well as Tinker's. It was unlocked already because we needed it unlocked for this challenge. But what we're going to be doing is hopefully soon we get enough knowledge essence in order to craft up knowledge shards, which you use 8 of with a knowledge star core to make a knowledge star, which gives you 1 point of knowledge that I can then use in tandem with a couple more knowledge stars and points to unlock storage, because storage mods are going to be so helpful in this, because as you can tell, there's so much loot, so much other stuff. We do need an enchantment table purely for the quest line, because we're never going to actually use an enchantment table in this entire... Actually, we will because of the quests, but not for our actual gear. We're just going to use it because we need to, because we don't actually get any benefits from it, because you can't enchant Tinker's gear. That's why it has modifiers as opposed to enchantments. and that's to make it balanced in its own way, because if you could have enchantments with some of the insane modifiers and other stuff, it would be just way too overpowered. But then again, even with all of these things, it still costs a lot to get it to that point. So is it really overpowered if you worked for it? And that's kind of the point of this mod pack, is just letting you work for the overpowered stuff that you usually wouldn't be able to get through before. Also, I'm gonna get some water real quick, because my voice is dying. Okay, I got some water, I turned the mic down, I realized it was really, really loud, sorry about that. I hope that it sounds better now. Also, that my voice sounds better. Getting over COVID, no joke, my throat's just been raw for probably the better part of 6 days, 7 days now, which, I mean, it's okay, it just sucks. But anyway, lodestone's right here, we're gonna grab it, we're gonna complete it. That's that guy taken care of. Now we're just gonna make sure we have some room for the crate. And we're gonna see just how much XP we ended up getting from this vault. Okay, looks like we got 27,000, 26,906 is our total, bringing us probably to level 12. 2k from wooden chests, a bunch from coin piles, most of it objective based again, and also just mobs, a lot from mobs. I guess that's mostly creepers and skeletons, yep. And now we've got that taken care of, we'll be able to plop that down. We also have this guy completed. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna chuck all of our normal stuff in here. Of course, we're gonna keep the vault gold, vault bronze, and everything in there. What I am gonna start doing, though, is the vanilla stuff like bottles of enchanting and other things, soul shards. Where is... Prosperity shards are fine. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, netherite scrap and shulker shells are gonna get put into here. And that's just for simplicity's sake. Just because it's way easier if I leave them in there as opposed to somewhere else. Anywho, let's click all these guys in here. I don't need to keep the vault stone. Also, vault rocks will get kept in here still. Also, the totems will go here, and shulker shells will get checked out here. Yeah, I forgot I have a magnet turned on because magnets are actually really, really useful, and I didn't want to waste that. We are utilizing magnets, but it is not technically a piece of vault gear. So we are doing that. Anywho, we'll craft up some more burgers. We need to grab the buns out of there as well. Completed a bounty. We get some more chromatic iron, which will go in here. And overall, not a bad haul. We did get one of you guys as well. And perfect. Now let's open up these guys. Let's get our vault magnet turned off. Click out all these guys that are useless. Get the vanilla stuff out because free diamonds are dope. And everything else will get chucked into here for the gear. In here for these guys. And also what we're going to do is I think I have an ability, I have an upgrade. Some upgrades for that as well. I don't know whether it takes an ability for this or not. One upgrade. Okay, it needs an upgrade. So we can experience that guy, experience 2, and now we got 7 bottles of enchanting left, which will give us good stuff for our pickaxe and our Estic once we do that. Actually, what I can do real quick, because I have 2 abilities on here already, I can do that, double, and then I can do that guy, so we get even more experience, because it has 2 experienced, and then I can also take the nether quartz, and I can plop that on there as well, which will give it sharper, sharpest, and now that guy's really, really good overall. We'll do the same with our pickaxe, and what I'll do with the pickaxe is we already have hastiest, it's already lightweight. Well, we'll leave it there for now, because we don't have bottles of enchanting still, but we ended up getting a bunch more vault currencies, so let's craft this guy up. 18 vault silver, which is 2 vault gold, which equals 1 more vault platinum, which leaves us at 3 vault platinum, 7 vault gold, 2 vault bronze, and let's roll the vault gear. So we're gonna start off with the scrappy pluses, so 3 scrappy pluses. Let's see what we get. Boots, vault axe, perfect. Okay, it's all scrappy, but that's fine, that's fine. It's not something that's a problem. And then the common pluses, let's see these guys. I'm assuming they're all just gonna be common. Common, common, common. Yep. Okay. Not bad at all. And now the rares. Let's see. Let's see. Come on now. We got an omega. Okay, we got an Omega. It's not useful, but we got an Omega. That's amazing. Honestly, it's great. But anywho, that is going to be the end of this episode. So we've got 9 skill points overall to put in. What we're gonna do is we are going to go for, I'm thinking purely based on how I've been playing this, that I go for more witchery. So max witchery, which gives us plus 80% soul chance. And then I think I go 1 level in strength, 1 level in speed. So that way we have strength, speed, witchery, luck, haste, and saturation. And that way, when I shoot this bow, you know how it was doing some damage beforehand and wasn't fully one-shotting mobs? So it does 16 damage to that guy, 35 damage to that guy, 27, 9. So, okay, fully charged, it seems to do around 40 damage. And also, the arrows are getting stored in it because I have bulk quiver on the bow, which is quite nice. And overall, we're just gonna have to get a bunch of mobs taken care of to level it up. I'm gonna be running some vaults. I've made a couple upgrades to our armor and other stuff, so now we've got a bunch of extra resistances, which is good. And also our armor is reinforced to 45% damage reduction, which is quite nice. We also have just a bunch of really good stuff overall for these. So what we're mostly going to be using it for is going into this vault and hopefully being able to run the vault. There we go. Okay, perfect. Turn on our x-ray, turn on a waypoint, and what is actually going to be in this vault? Will you be a good vault for me, please? I'd really appreciate it. Like, it'd mean the world to me. Okay, that's our little guy. There we go. X-ray's working now, so I can attempt to water bucket. I did it! Yay, okay. So I'm already off to a much better start than last time. We also, I forgot to do that stuff beforehand, but, I have the stuff that we need in order to make, certain things, and we'll just do this in the vault, because why not? But initially what we were going to do, and I already had, yep. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna make ourselves the Vault Enchanter, the Black Market, and a vial of the Pacifist Vial. And we're just gonna make all that in this vault, because I felt like it. I don't really know why I did that, but I did. So yeah, I know I'm just that cool. Yeah, that's definitely the reason. Not just because I forgore. Okay. Now we just gotta get to, you know, let's just go up and get those living chests, because living chests are gonna help us with getting even more XP, getting even more faster pace, everything. So also just start shift clicking them out of my inventory so that I can get to the most efficient looting pathways in the possibilities of the existences. So evade the poison from the little slimy boys, because once you kill the slimes, they will begin to just push poison out of themselves. So make sure to avoid it, because poison is no bueno. You will not regenerate from it. Ooh, an Omega chest. Nice. If you can't tell, my throat is currently still having a hard time due to COVID. Still getting over it, so please don't make fun of me in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Anywho, let's go on to the next room, which we don't really need vault gold this early on. It's not a big deal. Let's just go this way. Also, what I'm going to be doing in between episodes is I'm mostly just going to be focusing on leveling up certain parts of our gear, such as the pickaxe and the other thing. I forget what it's called. The Matic. There we go. You guys have been successfully slain, and now I can build myself up with some cobblestone. And now we go up, we grab these guys. We've already completed the vault technically, so I guess we really don't need to get all of this loot, but we're gonna get at least some of it due to it just being worth it this early to get as much loot as we can. Also, my voice is really wanting to leave, so you know, water bucket, I missed, and I gave my water away. There we go. You've never seen someone do such a interesting water bucket clutch where they miss the water bucket and end up putting it somewhere where then they evade the water bucket because they can't, because they water bucketed above them even though they were landing below. Even, yeah, you've never seen it before, have you? That's what I thought. I'm just that skilled. That's exactly the truth. It's just a case. Just getting some extra free netherite stuff. There we go. If you didn't know, you can actually mine things mid-air, and it will actually save your progress. You just gotta keep holding the mouse button. And also make sure you don't hit any other blocks, and you will actually mine it. It's quite cool, but not many people know that because not many people try it because it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to do that, but you can. And I only found that out because I do dumb things and just decided to try it out. But anywho, yeah, we're gonna be doing here is probably getting a tiny bit more. Hey, the alligator snapping turtle hurted my face hole. He was your big meanie. We're gonna do one more room, so 3 rooms total. I'm gonna get some liquids real quick. Liquids have been acquired. The water has been dranked. My throat is a little bit more soothed, but not perfect again, because probably won't be because COVID's really annoying with that, but you know, it is what it is. And now we just gotta grab a little bit of this stuff, grab a little bit of this stuff. Come on now. Come on now. Chuck the golden nuggies in there. Make sure to open up all the chests because chests are the bestest way to get the good XP. Other than... and now we're poisoned by the bad poison, which just directly takes your hearts away, as opposed to giving you something like the OG poison, which will just make you take damage over time. This one makes you take pure damage and doesn't just reduce you to 1 hit point. It reduces you all the way to 0, unfortunately. Anywho, second attempt at water, I hit the water bucket. Mom, aren't you proud of me? Anywho, we're gonna keep going this way because we can. If I can jump. Apparently I can't jump. My mind is like going. I'm Joe Biden. Anywho, we're going to go up here now. Let's go get these chesty boys. All of the good chests. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, your moves are clumsy, but you and your prudentium-astic are getting there. Thank you, my good sir. Much appreciated. Becoming an Estic master, so we have 1 upgrade now, which is perfect. And I'm hoping that over time we'll be able to continue to improve that, but as of right now it costs 1,000 to get to the next level of one of the things. So there's multiple different mods that will add levels as you use the tool. I found 2 that were compatible, added them both. Was only intending to use 1, but the other one you add on as a modifier. So I decided to add that one on too to see if it would work, and it does. And that was just kind of really cool to me. So I just said, screw it, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I did it to everything. And it is really expensive actually. It costs a nether star each, but overall it's like so worth it. Anywho, we're going to grab you guys. What about you? There we go, perfect. And now I need you. Now I need you. And what about you? There we go. Gilded chest. You know what, we'll grab it for the XP. But normally I would just ignore it because it's underneath something and not really worth it. But also these slimes are not technically worth it, although experience-wise they quite are. So I highly recommend, if you are going into one of these vaults, if you can, make sure to eliminate all of the slimes possible, because the amount of XP that you will gain from them is vastly superior to pretty much everything else, and they're just worth it by such a huge margin that it's like you have no reason to skip over it. Anyway, let's go over to this other side. There we go, perfect. and then we can get the slime. Make sure to avoid the poison gas if it were to spread. Did not. And now we will complete this vault and then go into the other one in order to accomplish our goal for this episode, because we want to make sure to get as much loot as we possibly can. We need to get all of the loot for that. So, okay. 25,000 XP, a bunch of stuff, 57 chests, 122 coin piles, 48 mobs, dope, big loot, heck yeah. So we've actually got 3 vaults to run this episode. So that was the first one, then we've got that one. So we're gonna go into this one next, because that one's another level 9 one that I accidentally crafted, but we don't talk about it, it's fine. And then these guys also go in there, you go in there, you go in there. I'll do the organization before we're ready to get into the vault. And we also got this guy. So we're gonna plop this guy down, open it up. We got them there shenaniganeries. We got the axe, we got the diamond. But what we also got is we got a couple more of those guys. We also got ourselves a black market, a vault enchanter, and a vial, pacifist vial, because it was the easiest. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna completely ignore that. Can you enchant things with this? You can. Oh my gosh. So we actually can enchant Vault Hunters things to some extent at the very least. So I think we're gonna go with this guy, and it didn't enchant it. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not upset. I just wasted 5 emeralds. That's okay. I'm not upset. Anywho, we did accomplish the quest though, so quest complete. Got a bunch of emeralds. Cool beans. Got all this stuff. Cool. Dope. We got some candles. Candles. Dope. I'm gonna sort the inventory. We're gonna take out just some of the extra random stuff. And for the most part, just leave this guy in before we go into this vault. Let's go. Come on now. It's another elixir vault. I don't know what the percentage chance of it being an elixir vault is for this, but I would assume it's quite high. Also, this room is going to have so much really good stuff in it, mainly being the chromatic iron ore. Which we'll need copious amounts of for some things in the future. And that's just me having plans. But we also need stuff for vault rocks, so it's always worth it to grab as much as we can. So let's just do that real quick. Give me 1 moment, please. I had to go into the next room real quick in order to actually get some stuff to store all of this, but I'm going to be in this room for a little bit longer. I just want to make sure that we get our reserves up, because this chromatic iron, while being incredibly common in this volume that we get for these rooms, it is so worth it to gather as much as we can while it's so condensed. So I'm going to just grab it. Same with the vault stone. Like, usually you will get a bunch of vault rocks and stuff, but it's very worth. Especially since I need a lot of polished vault stone for one of the plans of things that I have in the future of this series. So, yeah, it's going to take us a little bit, but I'm going to mine as much as I can, and I will check back in with you guys in a moment. And the reason why I had to go into the next room over was actually to get stuff for 2 shulker boxes. I had to use my dark oak as well, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's fine. Anywho, now we just gotta get as much as we possibly can. I gathered what was reasonable for that. It's all in the shulker box now, so I won't have to worry about it. And now we just gotta continue heading along and start looting again, because, oh my gosh, this is going to be a very interesting vault. And I'm also wanting to make sure that I take not an insane amount of time, but a little bit of time to specifically get all this stuff. And get a little bit of XP, because I want to hit, if I can, I want to hit level 15 by the end of this vault, or the end of this episode, which should be feasible since we went from level 9 to level 11 in one vault. But I want to make sure that we can fully secure that. And for that to happen, I will need to get a little bit more done. Anywho, we got a little Vault fighter right over here. Come on now. Hello there. Goodbye. Some more wooden chests. Nope. There's a single wooden chest. And a singular coin pile. Dope. Okay. That's that. And now we go and around here. There should be a little entrance. Perfect. We come down in here. We go over there. Come on, one by one. Hello. Cobwebificated. Interesting. Very unintelligent of you. And then there's one trap behind here. Weirdo. Stop hiding back there. And there's some more up here. It's like a little mini keep. And by keep, I mean like the fortress kind of keep, not like any other kind of keep. I don't know why I had to phrase it that way, but I did. Let's do this. Come on now. Let's get back out of here. And if we can, let's get one more room because this vault is taking a little bit of time. We already have all of the stuff that we really need in order to then there go and consume a lodestone. So I think we're just then them gonna go get them there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Yeah. Also, I don't know what character I'm putting on. Also, this is a champion mob, so you gotta make sure to keep my distance. But did get a unidentified rare level shield, which we're never going to be able to use because it is not a Tinker's shield. Because I thought we might actually be able to use Tinker's or non-Tinker's stuff, but Tinker's actually has shields now. So we can't because Tinker's has a shield, and you know what? That's okay. I find it to be quite a cool thing that we use no vault gear. But you know, it's all good because it's very accomplishable due to the fact that we can level up the gear. Because Tinker's gear, you can level up per, whereas the vault gear, it goes just by your own level. You can't get past that level. And that's why you're stuck if you get to a certain level. But also the way that another champion mob, dang, that guy does a lot of damage. But he did give us some unidentified common plus vault boots, which is very, very cool. Even though we're not ever gonna use them. But I do appreciate it because he is a vault person. Also, I'm comfortable handling. So how many? I have 3 upgrades total on this guy. That's actually really dope. 3 full upgrades means I can get it to, what's that, like 60%? 60% unbreakable, which honestly, 60% unbreakable is quite nice. I'm more than happy with just that. So let's go. We've been in this vault for 10 whole minutes. 10 whole minutes. Not even 10 like fully enclosed minutes. They've been whole minutes. Anywho, let's chuck this random stuff in there, chuck that there, and let's get out of this vault. Okay, 22.8 thousand vault XP. Did another crate, almost ran directly into that vault. This is the shulker box with all the stuff in it, which we'll leave for now. Chuck you guys in there, chuck that in there as well. Free books will get chucked in there. Vault gear I'll put in there. That stuff I can just shove back in there. And let's take a quest. So Benitite or diamonds. I don't like that one. Can I get a different one? Gather elixir. Cool. We'll get elytra from that. Ooh, we also have a little bit of another thing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get 10 times experience. So let's do that. That's fun, right? Yeah. No, that's great. I love it. So much more XP is going to be so much better. Also, I have 4 levels to put into other stuff. So let's just hooray! And eventually, this will become the greatest of all movement techniques, because once we put a modifier onto our boots called bouncy, we will be dashing into a bounce into it will be quite amazing. Anywho, we gotta get all this stuff. A bunch of vault gems is great. Although at this point I don't really need, actually I do need more vault cobblestone for the project. And then I'm gonna need a stack more of cobblestone. So let's grab that. And let's go, so that's the entrance. Let's turn on X-ray just so we can see. There's some living chests up and down. We'll go up first, because up will take us a little, it'll take us even less time to go down. If we have to go up at the end, it'll just feel wrong, you know? Chip jewels, perfect jewel, cool, I don't care. All of the jewels, they don't matter. They don't matter, they don't do anything for me. I'm sorry, but y'all are kind of useless, so there's no reason for me to go for that. Also, is there anything in the adjacent rooms that's really special? Because if not, it doesn't really look like it. I think we're just gonna loot this one room and then grab the lodestone up here. For efficiency's sake, because this video is already going on quite long, or at least the recording is, and it's gonna take me quite a bit of time to edit it down, because I know there's been a bunch of different breaks and random pauses and things that I do in my speech that are quite stupid. Also, if you enjoy these videos, please just leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, because I make videos like this every day. I really enjoy it, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I love to continue to do this and grow along with it, and I'm trying to improve the content with every passing day as well. And if you have any suggestions for that, please let me know. Or if you are an editor and know how to edit better, or do other things without making it over edited, then yeah, let me know, because I just really, I like edited content. I don't like over edited content, and I feel like a lot of content in recent times has gotten to the point of being completely over-edited. Anywho, we're going to grab you guys real quick. Come on now. Come on now. Only 2 coin piles in a sleeping dragon POI. Crazy. That's insanity to me. Come on now. Come on now. So we go jab, and then we fall back a little bit. Then we grab the loot, and then we get you taken care of. We get poisoned, because of course we do. I was getting too hasty with it. Dead end over there. This is a dungeon. That's a champion mob. Fun. Champion mob got rolled. Or got cooked. Anywho, let's grab all the loot. Let's grab all the loot. Free loot. Let's grab all the loot. Say, let's grab all the loot. Free loot. Let's grab all the loot. Let's grab all the loot. Free loot. Anywho, let's go up here. Let's take care of you guys. Take care of you. Take care of you. Get even more free loot. You'll love to see it. Come on now. Free. We get some burgers. We get some a little bit of everything. And then now, all we need to do is go up a little bit, grab the lodestone, and then we should be level 15. I don't know if we're gonna be level 15. We'll be close though. Okay, 21.7k XP. Let's go, let's do this. We put that there. We grab, where is it? The bounty table. We claim the reward. We get the bounty. We open up the bounty chest. We get the elytra for free. Just like that. We're at 110 levels, which means we can activate flight, but we're going to do that next episode. Then we also have slowness, which is cool. Another vault rocks, more vault cobblestone. All this stuff that we can chuck in here, because it's kind of useless for us right now. All these guys, which I don't fully know what the plan is for these guys. Actually, what we can do is the ones that I want to keep, I can chuck in here. So, like, absorption, luck, water breathing's good, step assist is good. 2 levels of step assist, 1 level of speed, 1 level of haste, 1 level of jump boost, 1 of invisibility. The rest of them we can actually do is combine them. So we get slow falling, then we go magnetized to dolphin's grace, which is good. Then we get resistance, which is even better. And haste. Haste is okay. I like haste over nausea. Haste over nausea, definitely. And jump boost goes back in there. We take out all you guys. Chuck the vault silver in there. Check everything else we can in here. It's gonna take a little bit of organizing. Give me a second. Okay, well, what we're gonna do now is we're going to actually grab all of these guys, and we're gonna use all of them, so we have all of these abilities now. The one thing I gotta make sure that I don't do is put on flight, because that one would ruin a couple of things for next episode, but, you know, that's not terrible, it's fine. We just gotta make sure that we do this properly, so that we don't have to worry about that, because then that would be a little bit of a bummer. And looks like we did that perfectly successfully. Also, we got one more extra level, which we're gonna put into dash, although it does make mana regen. Why? The way that mana regens is so absurd to me, it makes no sense. Methodical, extra damage with low mana. I'm just gonna add sorcery for mana regen. Anywho, we got the elixir crate, so we're gonna grab you. Another elixir crate, another elixir crate. And that means that we get to chuck all of the gear into here. And customarily, what we will do with the chip jewels from now on, of course, from now on, is we're going to head into the nether real quick. And we are going to do exactly what I think of the jewels to the jewels. So, we unequip our magnet. Goodbye, jewels. Have a nice life for the last 0.2 seconds. Goodbye. And now we leave. And now, what we gotta do is, because we've got a bunch more vault gold and everything else, I've got to go through and do all this stuff. So we got that guy, but we have all of this vault bronze and other stuff, which we're gonna go through right now. So it looks like we're going to be able to get a ton of vault silver. Let's do this. Let's go and get all of you guys. Turn it 60 vault silver, which will turn into another 6 vault gold, which means we have 42 vault gold, which will turn into 5 vault platinum, meaning we have now 7 vault platinum, 6 vault gold, 6 vault silver, 8 vault bronze. And now it's time to roll ourselves our vault gear for this episode. So it looks like we have 9 total pieces of Scrappy Plus gear. So we're gonna roll all this stuff real quick. Let's see, what will we get? We got 2 pieces of epic boots, epic chest plate, rare focus, and that's what we got from the scrappies. Cool. Now for the commons. That's actually kind of incredible. That's really lucky. 8 pieces of common plus vault gear. Let's see what we get from you guys. Come on now. Come on, give me something good. We got common, 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 common. And we got another chest that we'll put right here for even more common gear. Cool, cool. And then we've got rare pluses now. We got 4 of them. We'll do them all at once just because we can, because there's no reason for us to not to, because we're just going to not wear them at all. And they're all rare. How did we get better stuff from the scrappies than we did from either the commons or anything else? Anywho, the next thing in here, tool station. So for the tool station, we'll need a crafting table, 3 pieces of chromatic iron, 4 pieces of driftwood, 3, 4, and then we'll need ourselves a little bit of handy dandy crafting table. We get ourselves a tool station. Cool. Tool station accomplished. Cool. And now we need to craft a chromatic iron pickaxe, which will cost us 9 chromatic iron, 2 driftwood, 8 vault bronze. So, good thing we've got 8 vault bronze, 2 driftwood, and 9 chromatic iron. Right? Yeah, perfect. So now we have a chromatic iron pickaxe, which we'll never use. Chuck that away. We'll need a jewel applicator, but we got even more jewels, which you know what that means. Let's go back to the nether. And now, we throw the jewels into the lava. Goodbye, jewels. That's what y'all deserved. And now we need to make a jewel applicator, which will mean we take these guys, we make an anvil, we take the jewel applicator, we gotta make a crafting table again, because everything needs a crafting table for some reason, and we got a jewel applicator, which we're never gonna use again. So cool, we've got that taken care of. Reach vault level 5, which will happen in a second. It'll ping it for us. Then we'll be able to accomplish this guy. We got 1 vault gold from that. Huge, huge dividends. Now, forging gear, scrapping vault gear is what we really want, so we need a vault recycler for that. Recycler. Perfect. So the vault recycler, we need 1 netherite, bunch of chromatic steel, which is a good thing, because it gives us a use for a chromatic iron and other such things. Then we also need some vault essence. So we'll probably make 2 of these guys for now. And for the chromatic steel, I need 6 of them now. Perfecto. Perfecto. Chuck the chromatic iron back in there. And then I now need 2 netherite, which it's looking like I'm a tiny bit short on. Shoot, that's a bummer. Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just go get some more ancient debris or something. Just got a little bit of ancient debris. Nothing big, nothing serious. We're just gonna chuck that in there for now. Get a little bit of that stuff smelting up so that we can then craft up. I think I just need 1 though, because I just need 2 netherite ingots. Yep, perfect. Hooray! And then from there we get 2 netherite ingots, and now I need 2 buckets of lava, which I should have enough for a couple buckets. I should, right? Potentially, you know, maybe just a little bit. So let's get ourselves 2 buckets of lava from down in the mines. Okay, and then we grab the lava real quick. Apparently we burn ourselves because we're not good at grabbing lava, apparently. Let's grab some more prosperity ore as well while we're down here. And let's go back up to the base. So now we can activate our 2 vault recyclers, which we will utilize in disruptimacating all of the pieces of vault gear. Now that we've got it, 30k XP, should be level 16 now. We've got 1 more expertise point, a couple more unspent skill points, which we'll just put into dash real quick. Expertise point, we will go, I think that we go into marketer or bounty hunter. I think marketer, because rerolling our black market offers is quite good. We've got 1,600 shards, which means that we can get emeralds if we wanted. We've got quite a few emeralds. A wand, some more emeralds for even cheaper. I think we get those cheap emeralds. Get another reroll. Hog for 800. Honestly, pretty good deal. Let's see. Kind of useless. Bounty pearl for 200. No. Well, platinum for 500. That's a pretty good deal. And the shop's gonna reset in an hour, and we're not gonna get another 2k, 2.5k for a knowledge star. So let's just grab the vault platinum. Free vault platinum. Heck yeah. So then we get that. We do that. Where did I leave the book? Where did book quest go? We've got our vault recycler over here to just chuck away all that stuff, which we don't need anymore, because there's no reason for me to keep continuing to have it. Also a bunch of vault rocks in there. We got this guy full of stuff, which is cool. Where is our quest book? Where quest book? Come on now, bro. Actually, where did you go? Actually, where have you gone? Never mind, I find quest book. So, scrapping vault gear, we've got that completed. We got some vault scrap. Got all the vault scrap from this stuff as well. Still trying to work on integrating stuff with the tinkers. So, anywho, we got some burger. And then we also got a bunch of stuff in here for burgers. No more cheese, though, because apparently cheese is lame. I don't know. We just didn't get a lot of cheese, so maybe people think it's lame. Anyway, we need 25 of those guys, 1 of these guys. Dope burgers. We gained the XP. We're already level 10, so we get even more burgers. Vault objectives at level 10 marks the introduction of the Light the Brazier objective. 20 means we get Scavenger Vault. 50 means we get the Hunt the Guardians objective, so we get a light the braziers vault, which will run this episode. Put the quest book back there. But what we also get to do this episode is become an absolute god. So we get to activate flight, which now it just gives us creative flight. So that's something that we have now. That's pretty cool, right? And that means we don't actually take any fall damage anymore. But it also means magic arrow, force 2.2. It costs extra though. Hey, how are you guys doing? Come on now. Come on now. There we go. We get some phantom membrane. Even more? Where? Oh, y'all. Okay, y'all just barking at me, but y'all already, okay, they already didn't, I got them too quickly, apparently. Anyway, let's get ourselves a quick little Vault Crystalloony. Perfect. We just took some redstone, some sea pickles, some orange terracotta, and orange dye. Orange was the easiest thing for me to get. And now we get the Vault Crystal, and then we chuck the Seal Light the Braziers Vault Crystal objective on there. Cool, level 17 Vault for that guy. Honestly, most of the stuff we don't even need to throw into storage. I'm gonna take the Knowledge Essence just in case, and the rest of the Vault Gems and such. Chuck you guys in here. Also, make sure to stay tuned towards the end of the episode, because that's when we're gonna be opening all of the crates from the vaults this episode. And also, it's day 25, so the next episode for this will actually be a little bit of a different thing, and that is namely being because we're day 25, and I'm going to be making updates every 25 days as like part of essentially, you know, like the 100 days videos, essentially updates for one of those that I'm working on. So yeah, and now it's time to run into the vault. So our bow does extra damage due to it being made out of cybersteel magma steel. It does extra damage because of a bunch of different things, but the main reason why we need to add a couple more modifiers to it, and so we get diamond, extra durability and stats, extra durability, creative. They're not cheated because they're from creative things. Which you can make. Boost item use speed, experience, improvable, world-bound, netherite, swift eye, unbending, damage up below 6, pierce through armor, tenacity, airborne, okay, and that's that. But what was the one that gave us potion slot? Was it the Baulian? Is it? Oh, there it is. Rare earth, that's for the Baulian. Effective boost, it's the Galu. So maybe I put Galu back in here, because that effective boost is kind of crazy. Wait, can you still, is there still a modifier for adding extra thing? More flavor. What? Arable. The mod may use more flavor. Farsighted because it feels, okay, what? Writable, shiny, witherick, resurrected, replayed, balance. Okay, recapitated, extra upgrade, rebalanced, over slime, draconic, ruined, blind shot, cataclysmic, true shot. Ooh, all I need is targets. Give me one moment, please. Okay, definitely didn't go over to the village to steal their hay, so don't worry about that. We've got some targets now, and we're just gonna kind of casual. Oh shoot, I need upgrade slots. We should get some soon if I just keep using the bow, right? Hopefully. Anyway, we're just gonna go into this vault because we can. So let's do this. Come on now. So it is a brazier vault, which means that we can go as far as we want in this vault, because all we need to do is light 3 braziers and then get back out. What you can do is you can also light even more braziers. And all we're gonna really do is, honestly, we should probably be using our bow. Let's use our bow instead. Shoot, I'm out of arrows. That's not good. This is already a little bit of a thing because everything is a little bit higher level now, which is a little scary, and that's not good. Silverfish are not good. I might need some kind of AoE attack, which I guess is something that I should work on, because I don't know which weapons will actually give AoE attacks. Also, that is not good either, and I need more arrows, which I should have brought more arrows, because I don't know why I didn't. No arrows. Bad mistake. Big smart. Yes, good. So all we're gonna do, unless we get an Omega chest, is open the chests up to get the XP for them. And the only reason we're doing it this way is because it is the most efficient way to get XP. And we will still mine these guys because it's still quite efficient. Also, this is how you do that. I need to get infinity. Is something that you can't apply to the bows, but I'm trying to find a way to get it so that I can infinity things. Also, this one was omega, so we'll loot this guy. And we want to get all of the mobs that we can because XP is good. So come on now, let's do this. And now we just kind of go up, and I forget that we can fly now. So there's no real reason for us to even be on the ground. And let's go this way. We don't really need to do much other than increase our strength by a little bit. Come down here. Open up these guys. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you. Blight mob. Take care of the champion. Vault fighter, because those guys give pretty good loot. So, come on now. Come on now. There we go. Perfecto. Perfect. I wonder if I can do a cheese strat with the stuff, because if I can cheese strat the way that the bow gains XP, this could be a little bit insane. So if it's at 117 right now, if I do that, it's at 117 still. Shoot, I can't cheese it, but it was worth a try. It was worth a try trying to cheese it. It would have been funny if it worked. Does hitting mobs with it? That's actually a good idea. Okay, it was 117. It was still at 117. Wait, the other number's increasing. 175. Okay, 175. 277 out of 1,500. This is going to take a sizable amount of time, but we're just going to kind of ignore that and instead head directly for little brassiere. Brassiere is like the thing women wear that covers the booba, I think, but I'm not 100% certain. Let me know in the comments. Actually, don't, please. Yeah, that would be bad. But I think that's what that is, but don't look it up. Yeah. What we're gonna do now is just kind of continually run through and get as many of these as we can. And you're gonna see why in a second, because we're gonna start getting, this one's gonna shorten stuff a little bit, but we ended up getting some soot, of course, but also some driftwood and other stuff. And there is a small chance, however, still a chance, that you can get some pretty insane loot from that. And that's mainly what we're at. But of course, there's no guarantee for that, so it's a little unfortunate. What we do want to do, because looks like we're getting a lot of ores in here, is get as much as we can, because the ores early on matter even more than the rest of the loot, because the ores are what we need in order to get star cores to unlock more mods. And the main one that we need is, of course, the Larimar, although that is the most common one, so it's not really going to be the limiting factor. But it's always good to have extra rather than not having enough. So we're just going to kind of make sure that we can get as much as possible. Of course, doesn't look like it's that big of an issue because we already have 26 Larimar just from this one vault, so that's pretty decent. And then what we can do is we can go over here, we go over here, we go down here, take a minus to our hit points in order for us to get something. I don't know what we got for that. It was worth it, obviously. Definitely worth it. Then we take even more minus hit points for, I don't even know. I don't know what we got for that one, but it might have been worth it. This one, we get less time, but we get an Oopaline, which is another one of the player gems, which are quite rare. The chances of them spawning are substantially less than any other type of gem, so whenever we see them, they're very much worth it, and we should try and get them if we can. Anywho, we don't need extra Vault Cobblestone, we already have plenty, and I also found a place where we can get a ton more, so it's not really an issue that we have. Anywho, what I can do is I can make a bunch of arrows after we get out of this vault, and then we're going to specifically do something in order to level up our bow, because I want this bow to be the most accurate, most overpowered and insane bow Vault Hunters has ever seen, because Vault Hunters doesn't have vault bows, which is something that it needs, but I think that we can do better through Tinker, because Tinkers is the way. It's just dope. It's just better. It's just amazing. So let's head over. We're gonna get these 3 of these guys. Brutal mobs. Mobs do 50% more damage, I believe. So that mobs will end up doing quite a bit of damage, but I'm not really concerned because I'm not really planning on fighting any more mobs. Planning on running through, going as fast as we can, because we are quite fast midair. And we pillage for loot a little bit. Got some carbon. Not really something I'm worried about. Take care of you guys. Open up a couple more chests. Check out some raw carbon just so we have space. Teleport back to our original spot. And now we exit in order to get the final objective finished, which means we completed that guy, which is great because now we have that guy to put down. That did not sound good. Oh, hey, so you think this guy's your domain now? This is my place now, bruh. Hey, get out of here. This is my land now. This is my place now, boy. Anyway, we got a bunch more phantom membrane, which is good because that's what we need to repair our actual armor. So I'm happy about that. Also got a bunch more gems, which is really, really handy. But we did get a bunch more, pretty much everything else. So getting a little bit overwhelmed with some of these items. So we're gonna need a storage system really quick, which I guess is a good thing because we have a ton of knowledge and that's what we need. So in order to make a knowledge star, we need a knowledge core and 8 knowledge essence. So for a knowledge core, we need 8 Vault Diamonds, and 16 Beniatite. Thankfully, we have more than 32, which means we can craft up 2 at the same time, which 2 at the same time sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? We got 2 Extraordinary Beniatite, which means we can craft that up into 2 Knowledge Cores, which crafts up into 2 Knowledge Stars, which is our first Knowledge Star that we've gotten, and that's pretty dope. That's quite a bit of good knowledge at the very beginning. What we're gonna do with that is we're going to go and we're going to look. So double pouches are something that we could get. However, what I really want to do is get applied energistics or refined storage. We're going to go refined storage first because I'm much better with refined storage. That costs 4. What's the quest reward for completing this guy though? We get a mod box, which will end up dropping us pretty much nothing. And we need to hit level 20 to get another one. So what I think we do here, so I think we chuck the mod box in here. We take a look at our inventory real quick. We do this. We take the vault gold and everything else out as well. And that guy and that guy and those and that. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna make some arrows and then we're gonna head into a level 18 vault in order to get all the stuff we need to hit level 20. I think I'm gonna just end up completely using more of the diamond tipped arrows, because I was using some of the other ones and the diamond ones just seem better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a stack of the diamond tipped arrows in first and then some normal arrows as backup, because I don't know if we're gonna go through 100 arrows for getting it to the next level. A little unfortunate. Wait, how are we at 372? Are we getting more XP when we kill the mobs? I think that it's just taking some time, so it might be a little delayed, which is really cool. We also do have an extra grade on here, and the melee speed is 2.41, so maybe we can amp that up a little bit more with some redstone, but I'm not 100% certain how that's gonna work. So we'll find out. Let's see. Ooh, hastiester. Shoot, I'm gonna go get some more redstone. Okay, I put a golden apple on there for the extra slot, and what I'm gonna do is go from 0 reinforced to reinforced 1, and that's going to increase or decrease the durability damage by 25%, and the melee speed is a little bit faster. Actually, it doesn't look like it is. It looks like just the mining speed's faster, which is, I mean, not really what I wanted, but, you know, it attacks fast enough. Anywho, we're just gonna go into this vault real quick, and it is another Light the Brazier's vault, or Braziers. Anywho, so that means that the objective is actually not gonna give us as much XP as everything else is, so we need to get rid of as many mobs as we possibly can, and also open up as many chests as we can. So that's what we're gonna be really focusing on. There's a coconut there, that's cool. There's all these mobs, guys. Really quick, we're just gonna take out, get the knowledge essence, get the burger ingredients. We are gonna want to mine all of the coin piles that we can, because those are going to be the most worth it. Also, it seems as though the XP is a little bit delayed for the bow, which is, I mean, it's okay. It's a little interesting, though, for how it's gaining XP, because it doesn't seem like it's, like, gaining as much as it should be for the damage that it's doing. But overall, I'm not displeased with it by any margin. Although I am noticing something, and that's that I think I need a better vault magnet, because the vault magnets that I currently am using is not strong enough to even pull things into the air for me to get them, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's a little bit tedious, but that's okay. It's not too big of a deal. Anywho, we're just gonna mine all you guys that we can, open up the chest, mine you real quick, take you guys, go up here. So, we are at 382. If I kill that guy, 422. If I kill you, and kill you, 432 still. But if I attack you with melee, then we're at 453, 478. So apparently the bow only gets XP through melee. So maybe we end up just making the most overpowered melee bow and going that route. But I don't think that's the way that I'm going to do this. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up either having to just use melee on the bow for a really long time in order to build up its base stats, or I might try and find a different route and just use a bunch of the creative modifiers, which do cost a lot. I've only been able to make a couple of them. Did it all off camera because honestly, it's just really boring to watch me search for buried treasure for a while using X-ray and then just figuring out all that stuff from there, because that's pretty much all you have to do. You just need Hearts of the Sea and a bunch of other random little small things that are a little bit annoying. So it's just an annoyance in and of itself that I don't want to subject you guys to. Anywho, I'm going to take care of these silverfish one by one with the bow to build up as much XP as possible. So I will see you guys after that's done. Okay, I beat the last silverfish. We're at 459 out of 1,000 for that and 800 out of the other one. What I do mainly just need to do is get as many of these guys as I can. So the last vault gave us 7k objective experience. And I don't know if that's directly correlated to the amount of these guys that we actually grab. So that is something that I do want to figure out, and whether it's number based or how it's basing the objective XP that we're given, because if there's a way to manipulate it, you know, sure as heck I'm going to be doing that, because that's just kind of what that's what I do. That's what this channel is based on. I just find ways to exploit things and do it in an interesting way. So hopefully there's a way to do that. If not, it is what it is. But anywho, what we're gonna do is aim for, let's say we're gonna aim for, you know, 8. Or actually, we'll aim for 10. So we're at 2 right now. I do need to get hit by attacks in order to build the XP on my actual armor. So I might just stand AFK for a bit if the mobs aren't doing a substantial amount of damage, just to do that. But I'm looking at doing that more in the overworld because that's just way easier. Less time consuming, less of a risk, and overall just much better of a way to do that. Anywho, let's just take care of all you guys with my trusty bow, because it's gonna take longer, but I want to hit the next level because, you know, it's just kind of crazy good with the bow. If it levels up and does good, it'll be dope. So we're gonna grab, we're currently at 3. This is the 4th one. What's down here? We got pretty much nothing from that guy. So out of 4, out of 5, cool. We got pretty much nothing again for that one. Just gonna take care of the coconut crabs with my bow again, because of course, why would I not? Coconut crabs have an incredibly strong defense, which is why it takes so many hits to get through them. We're comfortable with the chest plate, helmet, and leggings. What about the boots? How close are we in boots? Not there at all yet, but that's okay. We're working it. We're on our way. So we are at 5. This will be 6. Ooh, we got an echo gem, which is the rarest of the vault gems. It is one of the rarest of most of the things in this entire mod pack, although not quite as rare as some of the other things like the Omega Pogs, and overall by the end of this we'll probably end up having infinite of everything, so it shouldn't crazily matter too much. Honestly, at the end we might even just craft our way to the final artifact just because why not? But you know, that'd be a little bit too crazy for right now, so for right now we're just gonna kind of leave it be. Anyway, conduit power, we'll just get conduit power 1, little bit extra haste. Chuck the chains and that stuff in there for now. And let's go get some more. So we're at 6 right now of the actual braziers lit. So now I think we just scoot around the edge, get as many of them as we can. So we are at 6, 7. Got some unidentified leggings for that guy. 7. This one will be 8. Come on. Okay, we got 8 taken care of there. Absolutely nothing gained from that guy, which is a bummer. What about you? Is there one in here? No, there's not. Let's ignore it and move on because that room gives me PTSD from a couple episodes ago when we died in it because we were stuck. Anyway, it's 8. Oh, I can't attack that mob because it has ethereal, which, if you didn't know, ethereal is a modifier that means that you can no longer actually do damage to certain mobs. It is something that you gain from adding stuff to the vaults, and overall, it's not terrible. I mean, it is what it is. It's okay. It's just annoying, but we brought it on ourselves. Anyway, we got 8th of the braziers. The 9th will give the mobs extra damage, so we gotta avoid the mobs even more so. But we are at 8. Ooh, dragon room. Really good coin piles for this. Is it worth it? I think it is. I think it is, just purely on the fact that what I can do is, if I find, where is it? Where is it? Is it back here? Is there some back here? I need some of something. Oh, there it is. Coconut planks. Cool. What I can do is I grab the coconut planks. I grab the coconut planka. Yes. I make a bunch of you guys. Cool. I click out the red banners. Cool. They're in my inventory now. So what I can do is I put all the crafting tables down. Because I don't need all of them. I just need one. And then we craft up all of our vault gold and everything vault currency related into the next tier up, which is going to be vault silver. We chuck everything else into here for now. And what I should be able to do is if I just come down here, should be able to... I'm at a good enough amount of levels that I can tank quite a bit of damage. The main issue being is the level and quality of the mobs down here will be increased due to just everything that we have added modifier-wise, so we gotta make sure that we are being a little bit careful, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal because we should, in theory, be able to avoid most of the damage. We're just flying away if we need to, and shooting our bow, which should be something that we can do. Although I'm a little bit worried about our chances with the mobs with ethereal. Okay, we hit the plate boots recovery. These guys are able to float up to us, which is dope, but can we float them all the way up to here? We can. Okay, so we got a bunch more of that guy. So then we get vault gold. Then we drop back down. We get hit a little bit more. We gotta watch out for our health because the damage racks up quick because we've taken so much damage. Anywho, we're just gonna grab this guy, grab that, chuck that in there, and let's skedaddle skadoodle. We need to hit 2 more of these guys, so let's hit this one's probably number 10, right? Mobs will do even more damage, which is it's suboptimal, but it's okay for now. We're not dead yet. Keyword yet. Hopefully still not yet. But we got another one. We got a black chromatic steel ingot, which is really, really rare. They're quite good as they are a later game thing because you need black opal, which is a different type of vault gem that is not quite as rare as the player gems. In certain instances, it can be even rarer. Anyway, that is our 12th. I'm gonna try and hit 15 of these guys because I don't know how the XP works for it, but if it is 1000 XP per, then I will be very, very happy with hitting all of them. So we will go for as many as we can. So that is 13. Come on now, 14. Perfecto. Let's go for 15, and then we will teleport back. Maybe we got more than 15. I'm not good at maths. I actually am, but I'm just not thinking about it, and I didn't really count well. Anyway, let's get out of here, and let's see how much XP we got. 15k, so the objective is 7k regardless. It doesn't seem to be affected, and due to that, it seems as though we didn't gain quite enough XP to get to level 20, which means we gotta run one extra vault real quick. I think I'm gonna do this one off camera because all I really need to do is complete the objective. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go. We're gonna do this real quick. I think this one's like a level 9 vault, so Elixir Vault will be able to complete it real quick within the first room. So let's do this. Come on, load in. Toggle the X-ray. Open up that guy. Take care of you. open up that, go up here, take care of you, take care of you, take care of you, take care of you, open up you, you, apparently that one's trapped, take care of you, take care of you, take care of you, open up all those guys, take care of the spider, take care of you, take care of a blight, and also an enraged mob, and another blight, and a couple more mobs, and we get you, we get a little bit of knowledge essence, and then we drop down, because we are going to complete the vault already, and that was a dope vault. Of course, we are going to be doing vault speedruns at some point, although I do not know quite. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a very similar thing with the speedruns and everything else, but got enough XP, get to the next level, which is all we really needed. So now we're level 20. We'll be able to complete the quest to get that guy. So complete a level 20 quest, get a knowledge star, get a bunch of orbs of regrets, regretting decisions, cool, get even more orbs of regrets. Vendor doors, dungeon doors. We gotta do that next episode. Artifacts, acquire an artifact tome. But for now, all we really need to do is just check that in there. I need more storage real quick. Just chop down a tree real quick, craft up a couple oak chests, place them on top of each other just so that they go nice and quietly and perfectly. There we go. And now we've got storage for all of our stuff that is random and kind of useless random crap because I can fill my inventory with it. Yippee! Anywho, we're gonna chuck the vault gear in there so that now we should be able to roll all of this vault gear after. Actually, we're gonna first craft up all of this stuff. So what I am gonna start doing though is I'm going to actually make ourselves a normal crafting table because the crafting tweak stuff is way too helpful. We don't have access to that in the Tinker's one. So we got a stack of vault silver, which gives us a total of 38 vault gold, which gives us a total of 4 vault platinum, which is quite good. So we've got a bunch of vault platinum, a bunch of that stuff, and now we're gonna open up all these guys. And I'm assuming that we're going to get quite a few of the most useless item in the entire game, and we did, which is okay. It's all right. It's just something that's going to happen. It's bound to happen. And no, I don't mean vault gear. I mean these chipped jewels. They are the worst thing in Vault Hunters. They are useless. They're terrible, and I think that they should be destroyed. So that's what we're gonna go do. Let's join me in the nether real quick. Don't worry about it. Okay, and now as we look into the blinding pit of lava, we're going to just chuck all these chip jewels into the lava to burn because that's what they deserve. Anyway, let's activate our magnet, go back through the portal. And now, what we need to do is I need to gather up all the knowledge essence that I have right now because what I want to do is I want to try and make our 4th knowledge star. For that, I'm going to need a little bit more beniatite, and it doesn't look like I have it, which is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm upset or bummed about it in any way. It's all good. Anywho, let's just chuck all this stuff in here. And now, it's time to start running the vault gear. Just rolling it nice and easy. What I am going to do, though, is the stuff that I'm going to keep. So we're going to get away from the nether portal because it's way too loud. The stuff that I'm going to keep is going to be the magnets, so unequip our shield so we can roll everything faster. Come on now, let's see what we get. Common, trappy, rare. Cool, we got a rare from the scrappy. We're gonna turn our game sounds way down because it's still way too loud. The reason why none of this matters is because we're not able to use any of the normal Vault Hunters gear. We're only allowed to use the very specific things that we've been given, and that is Tinker's Construct tools and weapons. So no matter how good, no matter how omega, it is all getting thrown away before your very eyes into the garbage because I have no use for it. It's useless to me. So let's roll it. Let's see what it is. And it's all rares. Of course we get we keep getting omegas in the most interesting of ways. Anyway, let's craft up all the vault bronze and vault silver, gold again, just so that everything's like concise and put together. Vault platinum, 14 vault platinum, and let's roll our magnets. Most likely the rare +1 is going to be the one that we end up using, but you know, it is what it is, and it definitely is because the item rarity is good, plus so is the velocity and range. The other magnet we're gonna chuck away, put our shield back, get everything else back. That's pretty much going to be it for this episode. There's just not much left to really go through, although what I do want to clarify is ability totem. You start off with one ability And as you progress through, you end up getting more, and the max levels of these things have been changed from the default. That is because I have them where I want them to be, and I like them where they are. It's quite good and balanced somewhat. It is not balanced, period, because I don't want it to be balanced, period. I just like how it is, and it's cool, and I enjoy it. So if you guys don't like it, you don't have to play with it that way. But anywho, what we're gonna do is we are going to get ourselves another level in Lucky Altar, and we have 3 unspent skill points. Well, what I think we do here is I think I put it into, not Nucleus, not Frozen Impacts, not Blight. I think we put it into Toxic Reaction, because Toxic Reaction, probably the best, most overpowered thing, because the other one that we're going to put into, it's going to be Nova. We're immediately going to go Poison Nova. That means that now that we are a wizard, even with no ability, it is already going to be quite so. Over time, we'll build it up, we'll get even more ability power through intelligence, and through some other interesting things. But anywho, that's gonna be the end of this episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed or if you want to see something else that I do, then please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next. We hit the 20%. I'm happy about that. GG's. Peace. Have a great day. Bye-bye.